Kobe Bryant's wife.
All right, we're going live. I'm not sure how live we're actually gonna be going though, because I'm pretty good at fucking this whole thing up. I kind of do it on the regular actually, so I'm just waiting right now. Hang on, I'm waiting right now to see if it fucking populates. Oh my god, it did pop. Hey everybody, welcome to the YouTube Saints 89.5 The Fix with Papabird Jake here. Yes, I understand we are as late as Khloe Kardashian 3 weeks after a New Year's party, but hey, you know, what are you gonna do? So,
God damn it.
I'm still. Now you see why I was asking you for that setup, huh?
That's right.
Yeah,
that's right. I did it. It was me.
So I'm just gonna double check. Everybody's hearing everything okay? Larry Kubiak's in the chat. He's the best judge of whether or not I'm doing okay.
Give me a link so I can tweet it. I can tweet it in the Twitter.
Oh, you can tweet it in the Twitter?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm gonna just
right into the.
It's gonna be. You know what? Everybody just chill the fuck out when I do this here.
Yeah.
Because,
calm down, guys.
Yeah, like calm down and ignore all those Discord friends of mine. You don't need.
Yeah.
You don't need to know about them. No.
Just shut your mouths.
Yeah, we had the winter of our Discord discontent last year. We don't need that again, do we? No.
Nope.
Listen, if I'm doxing anybody, it's gonna be fucking Jake here. He's from Sheboygan.
That's actually a place in Michigan. Holy shit.
You're actually from Michigan. Fuck. All right. Fine. Great.
Yeah, I am from Michigan. Sheboygan?
I don't know. Is this
that's up north, really far. Wait, I've been to Sheboygan.
How is it there?
Sheboygan?
Is it nice?
It's called Sheboygan. What do you think?
It's like it sounds then?
Like, if I remember correctly, there's a... Hold on. Sheboygan. Sheboygan, Michigan.
Hey guys, Sheboygan, Michigan.
It's with a... Yeah, no, there was a... there's a... Okay, I do remember it correctly. It's very far north. There's a lighthouse, and it has a population of under 5,000 people. And I feel like I went and got pizza there once with my grandparents.
With my Mima. My Mima, my Peepaw, we went and got the pizza.
R.I.P. Mima.
In Sheboygan. Oh, R.I.P. Mima. Can we get pinkies up in the chat for Jake's Mima?
Sure, yeah, guys. You can feel
here,
sorry for my dead grandma if you want.
I'm here and I'm quiet for some reason. That's fucking rare.
You're quiet?
Yeah, no, let's turn this mic gain up so that I can get that, like, nice mic fry, you know, for that proper fucking rice gum effect.
Is it on OBS that it's too low? You're just frying the mic for no reason?
Maybe. I mean, I disrespect my audio equipment on the regular. Oh, wow, yeah, my mic is actually pretty fucking low on OBS. What the fuck?
I figured that might be it. If they can hear me fine and you're not, because I can hear you fine, so...
Well, everybody, now you get me even louder, so I hope you're all... Oh, there's so many pinkies up for you, Mima, right now.
Thanks, Mima Pinkies.
That's the great thing about the Saints community, you know. They know how to come together to mourn a person.
Grandmas.
Yeah, to mourn a grandma they've never met. For a dude they've never met, and they're like, well, I'm sorry about your Mima, stranger.
Yeah.
Yeah. But what are you bringing to the table here? Now, for those who are curious what the fuck's going to happen because of the reduced production value, but look at this brilliant setup. I mean, look at this. It looks like I know what I'm doing, right?
Yeah, there's a burrito there for some reason.
That's fucking no. Oh, actually, I'll show you real quick. That's actually, what is it? Yeah, get rid of that hold image. Get rid of that. Nope, that's me. There we go.
You're having a tough time there.
I'm figuring out. I'm learning. It's a learning.
I'm gonna react now, even though it's taking some time on stream because your camera has to be shut off for this to work. So, look at that.
Mm-hmm.
What that illuminates the reason the burrito's there.
Yep. In fact, actually, I think we need to just keep this so that John Cusack can DMCA me once he stops blocking me on Twitter for featuring his image. That's right, John Cusack. Much like Ryan Reynolds, you are now a part of the show's lore, and the only way you're ever gonna get out of it is coming on here.
Breakfast burrito.
You come on, yeah, but you come and bring me a 3-foot breakfast burrito to my door, or you can come on the show and explain War Inc. Yeah, just explain War Inc. to me, or actually, you know what? Explain how War Inc. was actually a sequel to that what was that winter movie he did with Billy Bob Thornton?
I couldn't possibly remember any John Cusack films. I'm
Well,
gonna be honest with you.
oh, jeez. All right. Well, clearly you're.
Well, there was he played like a fucking Roman on a Netflix thing recently. I don't know what it's called, but it was real bad. I watched a little bit of it and I was high and it still wasn't good. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, that's kind
That's
of
my
the
barometer.
it's your barometer. It's like, yeah, I got into Cusack for about for a minute there, but and I saw him on Netflix, and I was like, I'm just gonna go watch your sister Joan. She's aging really well. She's aging better than you. You know,
Jones doing a
doesn't
it's
quite
called
doesn't quite
fucking Dragon Blade.
Dragon.
I'm not making this up.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were talking about like that's a nickname for Joan Cusack. It's like, oh yes, featuring Joan Cusack, aka
No.
Dragon Blade.
No, it's a Chinese film starring Jackie Chan, John Cusack, and of course, Adrian Brody.
The fuck, really?
Yeah, I'm gonna give you a link to it real quick.
Adrian fucking Brody. I mean,
Yeah, Adrian Brody,
just
of the Village fame.
oh, that Adrian. I was thinking of another Adrian Brody. Sorry,
Nope.
I was thinking about the pianist Adrian Brody, where he's like he's trying to out Jew Liev Schreiber with his.
I think he is in The Pianist. Yeah.
He is the pianist. It's just
Oh, I'm sorry.
no. What I love, that's the thing I love is like Adrian Brody's a little more subtle with it. But if you look at like Liev Schreiber, he's like, yeah, I'll play Sabretooth. Yeah, I'll be in this movie. Now I'm gonna direct. What's it about? The Holocaust. Oh, okay. All right, there, Liev. Like, I didn't know you were Jewish from your first name, but I'm starting to pick up on it a little bit.
Just a tiny bit.
All we needed was like an X-Men Wolverine, X-Men Origins Wolverine for like Sabretooth to tell Wolverine to chill the fuck out a moment so that he can observe the Shabbos. Just be great. Just gets claws up.
Sabretooth bites into a guy, then hangs him upside down, cuts his neck, drains the blood, blesses it, then consumes the corpse.
Whoa. Okay.
Because he's Sabretooth.
Pump the fucking brakes there, Linda
I
Sarsour,
think
alright?
I think Sabretooth probably eats people sometimes. He's a fucking he's like part tiger or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah, the only reason he hasn't become a Muslim is because making shit halal is slightly more complicated than making it kosher, or so he's been told. I warned you before, Jake, and this is what we're into.
This is
This is
not
where
meandering anything worse than I'm used to. So
Well then, all right, the stakes are upped. Let's see, guys. Let's see if we can collectively get this channel kicked off of YouTube. We'll go off to stream.me like all the rest of the Edgy Boys.
oh yeah, I forgot that place exists. You guys don't do the Twitch anymore?
Oh no, we do Twitch on Wednesdays, and actually,
That's right.
well, it's been funny too because in general we actually find it like we have more fun on Twitch. Typically,
I think it's because YouTube isn't sitting there waiting to demonetize you.
yeah, it's just that underlying notion that hey, you can stream here. It's okay.
Yeah, it's kind of nice to have a green light every once in a while.
Yeah, just be reminded every so often, like, hey, you know what? Yeah, the internet is still the internet. It's not all just YouTube. Don't worry. It's like you don't need to have like 5 million subscribers in a mansion to be an absolute douchebag on the internet anymore.
No, you don't.
Well, I mean, I haven't caught you responding or reflecting on it, but you've caught on to the gambling scandal?
There's a new gambling scandal on YouTube?
What was the one from last week? It was
I don't remember.
well, it's Jake Paul and Rice Gum. They were pushing the mystery boxes, you know?
Wait. They were actually selling mystery boxes?
Oh no, they were promoting another company that gave them money to promote mystery boxes to their like 8 to 16-year-old audiences.
That's unethical, but is it illegal?
Well,
Like, does YouTube not like to do that? I mean,
I don't know.
illegal.
Wisely. No, I mean I don't think it's illegal. It's just really
Right.
kind of shitty when you're telling.
It's super shitty.
Yeah, when you're telling your like juvenile audiences,
That makes
Hey
sense.
guys, hey bros, you could totally win a Maserati in this tiny little shitty cardboard box that you buy for $500.
That's how much were they? How much actually were they?
Oh no, that's the thing. I mean, from what I could gather, these boxes they ranged like you could pick how expensive a box you wanted to get.
Sure.
And it could have anything from keys to a new car to nothing at all in them, right? Yeah. Oh, Larry, yes, we're gonna get to. All right, so for you guys, listen. The cringe of the week has been replaced this week with Amazon reviews. I'm gonna make this show the cringiest thing that happened this week. Probably before we even get to the Amazon reviews. Don't worry about that. But but yeah, that will be happening. And it's actually there's 90 people. There's 88 people watching. I'm like, well, I hope at least 14 of you shared this stream. That way we can get Baked Alaska's TikTok up in here and just.
Can we not have Baked Alaska's TikTok?
Why? Listen, I mean, at this point, at this point, giving Baked Alaska attention on the internet is a bit like flipping. Like giving a couple extra cigarettes you've got to a homeless person sitting on the sidewalk downtown. Because have
you ever seen Waterworld?
Yes, I have.
Okay, so when the guy sits at the bottom of the tanker, the oil tanker, and he's on that little boat at the bottom there, and then at one point the bad guy spits from the top and into his mouth, and he goes, "Thank you." That's what we're doing to Baked Alaska every time we watch his TikTok.
I was honestly thinking like the moment he actually gets that job at 7-Eleven, it would be like that scene in Waterworld where that same guy in the boat sitting in the oil gets blown up, and what's his last words? Oh, thank God.
Oh, thank God.
Nice. Yeah.
You know what? Waterworld is super good if you have a bunch of people that don't like it sitting and watching it with you.
Oh, fuck you. Honestly, Waterworld is just an amazing adventure movie in which, like, American Robin Hood gets to save, the Waterworld, the planet Earth, which is covered in water, from Dennis Hopper. I'm sorry, you can't.
Who was also Bowser.
Who's also, he's saving it from fucking Bowser. He was
saving... But also Kevin Costner was actually Robin Hood once.
Yeah, well, exactly, and Kevin Costner was also Mr. Brooks, and so, his ability to mercilessly slaughter all of those Mad Max sailor boys makes a bit more sense, doesn't it?
Yeah, Water Mad Max does not work for me. Every time I see it, it hurts me a little bit more.
Well, I will say that, people like to talk a lot of shit about Kevin Costner, but the very fact that he kills Dane Cook with a shovel in Mr. Brooks makes...
I do like Mr. Brooks.
Oh, it's an amazing movie. And spoilers, he kills Dane Cook with a shovel. And it's amazing. If you want to see that. It's great. It's basically what you want to see at the end of every Dane Cook stand-up special. It's just...
At the end of every one of Dane Cook's scenes in that movie, I feel like he should just say out loud, "I'm acting!" Because he's trying so hard. Hey guys, it doesn't really work.
I'm an actor now!
I'm an actor!
JSC hung $2 in the super chats. Hey boys, wish me luck on my internship applications. Now, you know what? I'm not even going to do that. I'm going to wish you luck on the inevitable internship that you fucking land.
That's a...
Yeah.
Nice spin. I like that.
Oh yeah, no, I mean, what you do is you need to put on the application for like special skills. You got to put regular super chatter in the YouTube Saints community, and this company, whether it's Chevron, whether it's Blackwater, whether it's the State Department, I don't give a fuck. They're gonna be like, well, shit. I mean, he's dedicated. We got to go with that. And his last name's Hong too. Shit, we gotta get that diversity quota in by getting the Asians that Harvard won't accept.
All right, that was Nick. That was not me.
That was me. It wasn't him.
That was not me.
We don't even.
But yes, you should probably get. I mean, like honestly though, that's probably what happens. Yeah.
Now, one of the greatest things about doing this show, honestly, has been. It's weird, like the Discord that we run. Mm-hmm. It's turned into this world and community unto itself that, like, we don't even need to be there. In fact, we show up and they're talking about shit and we have no idea what's going on. And they're like, oh, yeah, no, this is a thing now. Okay.
Does it devolve pretty quickly into, like, shit posting?
No, that's the funny thing is that, like they are, I mean, there's plenty of shit posting going on, but they manage it in a way in which the shit posting goes on where the shit posting goes on, and then the rest of the time it's just hanging out with people. And then, like,
yeah, that's how ours runs now too. It's very interesting how they self-organize without any intervention whatsoever. It's pretty cute.
Yeah, and then you show up and it's kind of like, you know, you're kind of like, what hath I wrought? It's like, you know, you set up an account, you start playing Black and White 2, yeah, where you get to be God, yeah.
Yeah.
But then imagine that you just let the game run, and then you come back to it after not playing it for like 6 months, and all of a sudden they've got like flying cars and skyscrapers. Like, I didn't plan on this. You're like, oh, we've been doing just fine without you. That's kind of that's around the nature. But yeah, JSC, fucking best of luck with your intern applications. I hope you get not the one that you are top hoping for, but I hope you get the second one after that. That way you can actually glide into that shit and own it without thinking that you're under some heavy ass obligation to make your dreams come true.
This is some long term. You've really thought about this. I feel like you've been here before.
Well, I'm.
This feels real.
Well, let's see. I've been an actor and I've been a professional in the political world. Yes, I'm very, very much used to having dreams shattered in front of me. Oh shit, look at that. All right, so yeah, we've also got $1 from Dragon in the West. Nick, thanks for persuading me to watch Man in the High Castle. Yep.
We were talking about that before.
Everyone I've told about it. Oh yeah, I never knew watching Shang Tsung from the 1990s Mortal Kombat movies universe could be so entertaining. He is in it. Oh no, he's in it.
That's awesome.
It took me a minute to figure it out too. I'm like, oh my god, that's Shang Tsung. Oh my god, he's so good. Yep. And then $1 from Addy Monster. Been gone a while. You miss me? Canadian boyfriend visited a few days and broke up with me, so expect some turbo sass this evening. R.I.P. Jake's Mima. Can we get 10,000 likes and shares? 1 like equals 10 non-denominational prayers. Fuck humans, etc. Oh yeah. By the way, if you're ever so blessed on your own show to get your own Addy Monster, you Addy Monsters. It's these wonderful $1 and $2 Streamlabs, which come in, and once you read them, you stop even giving a shit. There's money there. You're just like,
yeah.
Where does this go? It's so good. Sorry about that, Addy, but you know what? Like, you did say Canadian boyfriend, and they're kind of known for their waffles and waffling. I'm gonna go kill myself.
Just crickets on that one.
Oh no, I mean I heard the crickets while I was doing this setup in my mind. I'm like,
yeah. It actually attracted crickets to the vicinity.
It's like the one time in broadcasting history dead air would be preferable.
It's okay. Canadians are too agreeable. You need someone with some fight in them.
Yeah. I mean, you could have ended up married to Armored Skeptic. How bad would that have been, huh?
Pretty bad.
Yeah. I mean, there's only so many of us who know how to wear a waistcoat properly. JSC Hong for $5. Have an extra $5, by the way, applying. What the fuck? God damn it. Now one fuck Canuck comes in and fuck that up. Proving my point. I'm applying for the Roswell Cancer Research Institute in Genetics Research at University of Lincoln, Nebraska. By the way, it's a paid gig.
Paid internship? Oof.
Okay, that's the paid internship. Yeah, paid internship is actually called the job.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know what? All right,
temporary job, like a temp job, right?
Yeah, fuck what I said before. I hope you get to research like cancer at Roswell using all that alien DNA that they got there. I don't even know what that's about, but I'm pretty sure that's how it works. One fuck Canuck says for 2 Canadian pesos, anyone here will gladly be Addie's new boyfriend. I think he's saying that. Oh, Addy
Yeah.
likes Canadians, huh?
Right. I think that was a shot taken.
I think it was a little, yeah, it was a shot across the bow, as they say in naval terms. Basically just launching a huge, firm cylinder of sorts right across the top. Never mind. Addy Monster, $5 in Super Chat. No worries. Maybe a little fishing for sympathy on my part, but honestly, I'm over it already. As you fucking should be. The best time to get over a shitty relationship is before it even happens.
But she was adorable. Yeah, that's her role.
I know Boxy is.
That's...
Wait, shit. Hang on, I get the fucking. I'm confusing them again.
That's it.
Yeah,
that's the thing she does.
Well, no, I mean she also regurgitates points about feminism from 2015. No, that's. Did
you see the grade A? Did you see the grade A video?
The video he made last year and then updated for 2019.
The video he made last year that I think he wrote in 2016.
I say this
came out this year. Ugh.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Bad.
Jables Boogly, $50 Streamlabs. Usually there's a perk for donating 50. Should we let the chat decide the perk for this episode? Okay, I'm going to offer that to you guys, but you have to keep in mind that my technical abilities with this Streamlabs shit, I mean, Jake watched me Forrest Gump my way to getting us this far, so we'll see what happens. But if
what's something that you usually, like, what's an example? I can coach you through it.
Typically the perk for like a $50 donation is that Jeff poisons himself with grain alcohol, but I don't have any of that.
I have this really bad whiskey that I'm not willing to drink for you, but
what is that?
It's a cut spike whiskey. It's not good.
What makes it not good?
It's just like rough. It's not. I don't know. It tastes cheap. I don't know if it actually was, but it finishes poorly. I'm a big whiskey fan. I have some bourbon somewhere. I'll do a shot of bourbon if you want me to.
Jesus fucking Christ! Like my dear friend Maeve is saying I need to take my shirt off.
Well,
why?
That's up to you.
What would be accomplished by that, huh?
You would be wearing. You have to put. If you do take your shirt off.
Oh, I'll put.
You have to put the blazer.
Oh,
yeah.
Actually,
fuck yeah.
You know what? Actually, yeah. You know what? Here, and they're saying dab too, because I fucking
dab.
I hate dabbing.
Everyone should hate dabbing.
No. Yeah, well, I hated it. I hate it more because, like, in addition to it being just terrible, my 10-year-old, when she's over, knows, like, I started trolling her with nicknames that she hated, and then she figured out trolling me by dabbing on me was a thing.
Oh, that's fucking war.
Yeah, well, no, I'd see her do it. I'd be like, you fucking stop that. And she'd be like, what? What? And I'm like, you're not allowed outside ever again.
Yeah, I mean, at a certain point, like 10 years old, they start being able to fuck with you and stuff. Like they've been doing it for a while, but you're approaching a teenager. That is a you should.
Oh
not
yeah,
take a
no. When you get to, when
they are quicker, they have more peers. They're under attack all the time as an adolescent from just like going to school. Like you're not equipped.
No,
Children
what I love to do is like
vicious.
I've gotten to a point now where she actually addresses my friends when they do something stupid in front of her as bruh. The fuck? Yeah.
Kids can be cool. See.
Well, no, I was sitting at, what the fuck? Like, I was sitting at a diner and, like, I think, what was it? I think, like, she ordered some pancakes. And, the homeboy sitting across the street was like,
Sure.
Yeah, homeboy sitting. Oh, yeah, no, no, I'm here. I'm feeling very Dirk Diggler, you know. This is good. I'm feeling. Honestly, I gotta say, like, cause it's got this velveteen, like, in a sort of silky inside to it. So
Sure.
Yeah, it just rubs against my body and it makes me feel sexier. So
that's good.
How are you?
You should opt into some like silkier underoos. I think.
Yeah, well, I'm already in them. It's just like it's gonna be like honestly, it's gonna be about $200 for me to take my pants off because you know, like I know we're not on Twitch, but I gotta keep that. You know, I gotta keep it 100. So. Why in the fuck? This is a scary thing. The fucking viewership on this video goes up, and the stream goes up when I take clothes off. It's like, do you not know what you're dealing with here? This is a damn near 36-year-old man with an alcohol problem.
They like us objectifying ourselves and doing like, I don't have purple hair because I wanted it. I have purple hair because I'm a whore and I got paid. So, whore yourself up.
Oh, no, it's a great thing. I mean, like, I've got this long-ass hair going on right now, and I'm at a point where I can actually ransom this shit. Like, I could probably do a live stream on Twitch with, just a pair of scissors. And I'd be like, all right, I'm going to need $25 Streamlabs, otherwise, oh, shit, it's going to happen. And
I think if you set an inch on it, like per I don't know, $25 or something. You could probably make a good. That's a good night out.
Well, you know what I love about this community though too is they're like really good people. Except like I could tell them like I want to donate this hair to cancer patients, and they'd give me money. They'd give me money to be like they'd send me money just to be like, fuck those kids, let them die bald. No one cares.
Now to get Jake's shirt off, I'm not getting any money from this.
Oh shit! But actually, well, let me check in Streamlabs and see if it's warranted. Now, Dragon in the West did donate a buck saying the Torah reloaded. Hey.
Oh.
Yeah, you gotta get yourself another Jewish I guess I'll co-host on your show, and it'll be it'll be the Torah reloaded. Even though I'm a terrible Jew.
I do have a Hasidic Jew costume.
I don't even have that. What the fuck?
Well, because
I'm just. Well, I mean, at this point, like, I'm building up, like, a mental, like, list of costume items I need, and I'm like, I never thought of that. Oh, fuck.
I saw it was, like, during Halloween or something, and I saw it, and at this, like, I had just watched that documentary on Netflix. I think it's called, like, One of Us or something. I don't know. And it's about the Hasidim, and, like, they're pretty shitty in their community, and so I got it because I thought it was funny.
Yeah, Orthodox religious people are usually pretty terrible. It's like,
yeah, not great.
Yeah, well, no, it's like anybody else who latches on to like a set of ideas thinking it's like they found the one true way. They'll inevitably end up doing really terrible things to other people. Speaking of which, Addy Monster through a buck says, I'm with Larry. I can find some prime weeb cancer TM for you to play. But then came back with another buck saying, Nick looks like the uncle who never molested me and I can only assume I wasn't pretty enough for him. What the fuck? Oh my god. Oh,
that is. I love the idea of a pedophile uncle with standards that you don't meet. Like that's pretty fucked up. I like that.
Yeah,
that's funny.
That's a. Oh god. Yeah. Oh, Dylan DePickle asked, did it come with a fake nose? Honestly, like, if you get a Hassie costume and it doesn't come with the nose, like the Laura Loomer nose, let's say. I'm sorry. I meant the Laura Loomer face. I'm sorry. I meant the Jigsaw mask.
So I was willing to make fun of the Hasidim, but not go full like what's that called? The greedy Jew meme. I wasn't willing to like go full anti-Semitism.
I'm not completely willing to go entirely millennial woes here, but it's like
it's like,
okay. You're in Jewish community.
There's wearing a backwards baseball cap, right? And then there's blackface.
Yeah.
There's difference.
So what kind of connection is there between? Never mind. Listen, all I'm saying is like you're doing this stream with what is technically a Jew, and you can go and tell your friends. You can go and tell.
I have a Jewish friend.
I have a Jewish friend. Yeah, it's great. You can do the classic sort of Geek Thulu thing, and it's no, it really works on the internet. You should trust me because I've had such a stellar career here.
I am. Yeah, I'm gonna opt out of wearing the prosthetic, obviously Jewish nose.
It's like
and,
play
it a little safer.
Just be like, it's like it was from a witch costume. I don't get why you're upset. Jews don't have warts; they just have debt.
Yeah, that is. I gotta imagine, like I don't think YouTube's gonna be like, you know what? We see what you were getting at. You pass.
We understand you've got one of those Heeb friends. You're okay.
I do an all right Hasidic Jew voice too, from like Brooklyn.
Let's hear it.
Okay. So it happens up in the nose a little bit, and you have to talk like this, just a touch, and you have to I don't know. There's not a lot of, you don't have a lot of chutzpah in your voice right now. You don't sound very excited about it. Have you? I did see one time in real life. I saw a Jewish couple on a plane, and
your transition out of that almost made it hard to tell.
I know, right? But I did see in real life that I was at an airport and I was awaiting, and so it wasn't on a plane. We were waiting for the plane, and they got like the salad, like at one of the places you can get food at, and then the lady was sitting there with her husband, and her two Jewish kids were like playing Game Boy or some shit, and they had like the Jew froze, and the husband goes to open the salad. And then the Jewish wife became immediately every overbearing Jewish wife meme you've ever thought of in your whole life. And she goes, "Don't open the salad till you get on the plane." And he was like, "But why? I'm hungry." And she goes, "Because if they call us early, you'll have your salad all over the place. And we'll look foolish." It was great. And so they argued about that for like a half hour. And he finished the salad during the discussion. I don't know.
All right. Well, 2 points. The bitching witch in the chat says that sounds like Chris Reagan. It does. Chris Reagan is the Jewiest Puerto Rican on the face of the earth.
It's a little bit, but he doesn't talk through his nose, so it's like.
Well, no, we can't help.
What are you doing? This is more Chris Reagan down here when he's all excited about pizza and whoa yeah. But like if you do it through the nose a little bit, it becomes more Jewish.
All right, well, in the same token, though, I want to congratulate you on the first Semitic verbal blackface to ever hit YouTube. That was well
verbal blackface.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm gonna get us all taken out. I'm taking you all down with me.
I don't think that's. Fuck. That would be amazing.
It's like basically any Woody Allen impression from here on out. It's like it's not blackface, it's Jew voice.
My YouTube career would end doing a poor impression of what I think sounds like a Hasidic Jew from Brooklyn.
It's what we call the Hasid trap, YouTube atheists, it's so easy to make fun of the Christians. It's so easy to draw pictures of Muhammad, but every so often you got to come back around to Jews, and you're like, how do I make fun of these people? They make fun of themselves better than I could ever hope to. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, well, I guess I'll just do a Woody Allen impression, and then everyone cries racism. It's great. How do you think a state of Israel survives? So, should we get into some news? We got some great news.
Maybe avoid the Israel-Palestine conflict, I think.
Oh, all right. Well, I'll have to find a new link on that one then. But no, this one. All right. So this one. Let me see if I can not fuck this up. I mean, I'm sure
the Pelosi thing.
Nope. It was. There it is. Yep. No, this one. This is from the New York Times, a once respected publication, but now it's just the New York Times. But judge rules against Alex Jones and InfoWars and Sandy Hook lawsuit. Now, I tweeted out, here's a funny thing, I tweeted when I saw this article, I'm like, I can't wait to see all the classical liberals starting to say that the fact that this civil suit can go ahead is an infringement on free speech. And I didn't quite see that, but I did see a bunch of people like, I'm waiting to see the facts of the case. I'm like, the facts of the case are that Alex Jones went on his broadcast and said that the grieving families of dead children were crisis actors and that the whole thing was staged. I think it's pretty cut and dry at this point.
Yeah, also, seems obvious.
Yeah, also in a previous civil suit in Texas, in the same district, actually, while he was trying to actually fight for custody of his kids, which I felt for him on. Because I've been through custody fights, and I wouldn't wish that on anybody. But his lawyer came ahead and said, like, he's a performance artist, right? Which is basically a public, on-the-record legal acknowledgement that the shit Alex Jones says is a bunch of bullshit, and he knows it. And so then he goes on to say that the victims of Sandy Hook were a bunch of crisis actors, and the whole thing was staged, etc., etc. And then the lawsuit, which comes across for defamation and willful infliction of emotional abuse, it's kind of cut and fucking dry, I'd say. But A Texas judge has denied the motion by the conspiracy theorist crackpot Alex Jones to dismiss a defamation lawsuit brought against him and his InfoWars operation by the parents of Sandy Hook shooting victim in a ruling released on Thursday. The lawsuit was filed in the State District Court of Austin by Veronique De La Rosa and Leonard Posner, parents of Noah Posner, who was 6 years old when he was killed in the 2012 mass shooting at Sandy Hook Elementary in Newtown, Connecticut. On his radio broadcasts and in videos, Mr. Jones, for years, spread bogus claims that the shooting was a false flag and event staged by the government as a part of an effort to confiscate Americans' firearms, and that the parents of the children were likely crisis actors. Yeah, I guess you're fucking... Oh, God. Alex, listen. I mean, there's masturbation and there's just fucking yourself, right? Try and figure out the difference. But yeah, after Mr. Posner succeeded in getting InfoWars video casting doubt on the shooting removed from YouTube, Mr. Jones showed his audience Mr. Posner's personal information and maps to addresses associated with his family, court documents say. Mr. Jones also falsely accused Miss De La Rosa of participating in a faked interview with Anderson Cooper on CNN after the shooting. According to court documents, Alex Jones, you are an absolute piece of shit, and anyone who works with you or associates with you should be fucking embarrassed. But let's keep going. Subsequent death threats and harassment have forced the Posner family to move 7 times. They currently live in hiding. But hey, anything to own those libs, guys, right?
Are they even libs? I don't actually even know.
Well, it doesn't matter. Listen, I mean, we're talking about InfoWars here. Listen, they're on the front lines of the free speech wars. Like, one half of their worthwhile media, profile is open members of UKIP now. I mean, I'd be fucking proud to have that in my party. But yeah, the Posner case is one of 3 defamation lawsuits, including another in Texas and one in Connecticut, filed by relatives of 9 Sandy Hook victims. Lawyers for Mr. Jones on Thursday sought the dismissal on free speech grounds of a defamation case filed with the Austin court by Neil Heslin, whose son Jesse Lewis was killed at Sandy Hook. Here's the fun thing about free speech. Yeah, it protects you from the government coming after you for saying what you said. It does not stop you from people filing civil lawsuits against you when you and your bullshit dramatically fuck up their lives in a time of serious fucking mourning, you frog-humping piece of shit.
I mean, it also doesn't, like, and he got deplatformed several times for basically this and some other stuff. It doesn't protect you from that either.
I find it, I find the deplatforming thing kind of sad, because honestly, I want to give these kind of fucking sad fucks as much rope to hang themselves as possible. You know?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not, like, for deplatforming. I'm for the ability of companies to be able to do it.
Well, this is the weird thing I've noticed recently, though. Yeah. This is something I found really funny. And by the way, any of you who want to make razor fist jokes at me right now for having my hair down like this, no, listen. This is a sticks and hexenhammer style joke. I'm wearing a jacket with no shirt, and my hair is down. Okay, let's keep it 100, shall we? But no, I mean, like, this it's a sad fucking thing, though. Is like the nature of this whole thing, right? Like, I'm perfectly fine with people who say and do fucked up shit getting sued until their dick is in the dirt, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think government should come after anybody, but I find it really fucking funny because in this day and age, and I think you're old enough to remember this to find it as funny as I do, we've got a political left right now who have abandoned the notions of free speech when we used to defend, like, metal and rap artists and shit like that, right? And then on the same time, while you've got a left who is, there are factions on the left, and you can see them on MSNBC and shit, and I mean the entire Guardian staff at this fucking point. Like, they're all about, let's censor what we don't like. And then you've got this right, though, this right wing, They've gone from like small government, like power of the industry, power of the market, to like we need the federal government to step in and stop Facebook from doing this shit. And what really, really? I mean, how many times are we gonna trade our convictions for popular narratives?
I think. I mean, I don't know that free speech comes up a lot in like the actual policy when it's talked about. It's more of the pundits that do it. Um, but yeah, it's like uh I don't know, like I hear that the Republicans are like the small government party, and then they keep wanting to like that whole Sargon Patreon thing. Like a bunch of Sargon fans were like, oh, the government should own things like Patreon. And it's like, what the fuck are you talking? That's terrible. We don't want them to own things like Patreon. Your free speech is directly
I don't.
affected at that point. Like, no.
Well, I think, I mean, just might be like, pulling hairs in this sense, but I mean, I don't think it was so much saying that the government ought to own it, but as much as like it was like when Alex Jones was kicked off of fucking Twitter,
Yeah.
right? And you see, whenever these modern edgy celebrity conservative types get booted off of a private platform, all of a sudden there's calls for the federal government now, because as far as they see, like the federal government is just Donald Trump and a bunch of traitors. But yeah, I mean, they want federal power to come in and then all of a sudden start dictating. And
Like that's actual free speech abridgment. Like that's actually bad. You're
well, no,
taking about
well, here's the weird thing. Here's where it gets a little meta, though, right? So for those on the left, for those of a liberal persuasion, to say that you know what, it's actually cool for these tech giants, which are private companies, to sort of set the board, as it was.
yeah.
That's a it does kind of strike me a bit like a sort of lefty progressive version of Citizens United, where it's like, well, these are private companies and they have rights just like any other person. It's like,
Well, they have rights of association when they do a terms of service. But like I wouldn't be for like if Patreon was like a water company, I wouldn't be for that. You know what I mean? Like something that's like obviously vital to it's very different. But like when it's something you opt into that provides the service and it's kind of like this amiable, like because he's a contractor there, like that makes sense to me.
well,
But
yeah.
like I don't know, I'm not a leftist, so I don't really think like I don't know. I guess I value capitalism in a way that I guess a normal leftist wouldn't.
Yeah, well, I mean, all right. Well, I mean, in this day and age, like, used to be you could say you're a leftist, and it's still like, yeah, no, I'm capitalist. I just believe in public services. These days, like, leftist means like, well, I read about half of the Communist Manifesto, but then I got into these really cool online forums and Facebook groups that taught me all about Marx. I mean, it's just, I mean, it's funny because like when I was writing my book today, and I'm gonna keep pimping this even though it's not even in production yet, but but I mean, like the central point I keep finding myself coming back to is that like everything is getting bad because everything is being like sort of carved down into these very generic terms that are generally defined by usually stupid people. And everybody else is supposed to fall into or at least abide by those terms as those terms continue fueling a thing. Like back in 2014 when it was anti-SJWs versus like crazy feminists, right? It seemed a little more cut and dry there, and my hope was like, hey, maybe critical thinking will take off. It didn't.
Whoops.
Yeah, whoops. Yeah, exactly. But the funny thing is that at that time, everyone on the other side was calling everyone on our side a bunch of Nazis, and everyone and there was an increasing din from the anti-SJW side that everyone on that side was a bunch of communists. And there were no communists or Nazis around at the time to speak of. And then all of a sudden, around like 2016, 2017, all these Nazis and communists start popping up because they're like, it's my time.
Yeah, I don't know. I think the Donald Trump stuff didn't help either. Certainly
God,
emboldened, like because if it emboldens people like Nazis to be like he's our guy, it emboldens people like that are super hardcore anti-Nazi like communists and Antifa and stuff to be like no fucking now we're emboldened because they're emboldened. Like so it just cycles itself.
Well, the funniest thing too in that day, like I was writing, I still have like an open invitation to write for Occupy.com, right? And I published an article there saying, "Dear American Left, Antifa is not your friend." And it was what I would like to think was a very, very straightforward, honest, like reasonable plea to say, hey, radical violence is not a great thing in any direction. And I ended up getting, like, I got a whole host of death threats out of that. But the things that I thought were really funny were people like Vermin Supreme, who is a friend of mine. He's a personal friend of mine. Mm-hmm. Well, he hosted that article on his Facebook page. This is before I quit Facebook. And he's like, hey, I'm not agreeing or disagreeing. I just think this is a worthwhile thing to read and think about. That's fair, right? Sure. And then the lawyer of Occupy, this guy who, like, he was an absolute fucking schemester, like a fucking trickster. He was like at the Occupy rallies when it was convenient, and then he assaulted a cop, but then when he was, when the NYPD in the midst of heat, and honestly, when I see cops, like if you like try and fucking assault a cop, and a bunch of other cops jump on you and beat the shit out of you, kind of had it coming. Like, that's my opinion, right? They didn't even fuck him up that bad, but he sued the shit out of him. He won, like, I think, so maybe $2 million or something from the city of New York.
It's not bad.
Yeah, well, he pledged that it would go to the Occupy movement. No, that went straight into his pocket. That same guy was like, he spent 3 days accusing me of being a cop. He's like, this guy's police. I'm like, well, I tried out for the police, but I just couldn't play synth that well.
Fuck.
Yeah, nobody got that joke, which is really
nobody
sad.
Got the police joke?
No, well, we're talking about millennial activists, dude. I mean,
I'm a millennial.
Yeah, but I mean, you're a cultured millennial. You understand that, like, Sting had a whole arc, and it's continuing.
Police is the best part of the arc.
Yeah, exactly.
The tantric sex is elsewhere.
It is. I can have sex for 18 minutes.
I don't think it's. She fucks for like 6 hours.
That's too much. Says.
That's too much.
That is too much. I mean, that's nothing but chafing at that point.
I like.
I don't care how much foreskin you've got.
Yeah. I mean, we're men who fucked. Like, it's there's a bell curve.
Yeah,
you want to be ending near the top of the bell curve.
Yeah, honestly, if I'm having a great time for more than 45 minutes and I have to, like, and I have enough mental space to review, like, what have I done tonight? How much cocaine has happened? How many how many bottles of champagne have been dried out and put inside of people? Well, I don't think this I don't think this orgasm thing is happening for me tonight. I'd kind of rather watch some Amazon Prime and go to sleep. But
I don't know.
How the fuck did we get here?
When I was like 18, like, fucking for 6 hours, that sounds great. Now I'm 30, and I'm like, I got, like, stuff to do. Like,
it's like, you don't even have stuff to do. You just have a very, like, you have a very strict awareness of what your capacity is.
Yeah, like, I don't know, like, how many times am I coming in 6 hours?
Maybe I can
3
go
times?
like maybe I can go 45 minutes before I think it's just boring.
Yeah, I don't know. You better be breaking some new shit out. Like, I don't know, like, it should be like a bunch of, like, mystery doors. Like, I don't know what's gonna happen next. It should keep me on my toes. There's gonna have to be twists and turns. It's like a narrative, maybe some music. I don't know, backlighting. It's gonna have to be pretty interesting.
She lays 3 different sets of handcuffs out at the end of the bed, and you're like, you get to pick one. 2 of them are electrified. Like, what the fuck?
Toying with my mortality.
Yeah, it's like I can't tell you where the Taliban is hiding.
Yeah. By the way, this comes off the back of us talking about Alex Jones exploiting the deaths of children.
Yeah. So yeah, speaking of people being mercilessly fucked by a superior power,
there we are.
Yeah.
It worked. Yeah, 42 orgasms in 90 minutes. I'm a guy. Impossible. My balls would shoot out of my penis hole.
Oh no, that's godless lesbian, and
I can, yeah, that's lesbian. That's ladies.
No, well, that's possible. I mean, I dated a girl. Like, all I had to do was actually grip her gently by the throat and tell her to come, and boom, it would happen.
Well, yeah, she can get off that many times. I'm not.
That's not her challenging you. That's her bragging, dude.
Fuck your brag.
That's good on you.
46.
42
times in
orgasms.
1 minute.
42 orgasms in 90 minutes. That's
46 times in 1 minute. That's not one full nut.
No, 90 minutes. 90 minutes. 42
Oh, look.
orgasms. What?
Addie Monster. This woman nutted 46 times in 1 minute.
Oh, well, Addie Monster's just a beast. You can't, like, listen, you cannot apply normal human standards to the Addie Monster. It doesn't work. Just, no. Don't even try. Don't think about it too hard. Otherwise, you'll have an aneurysm and you'll begin bleeding out of your tear ducts.
When I was a young man, in my like, late teens, early 20s, like just coming all day sounded dope. Like,
blast all day, son.
Yeah, but now it's just like, oh, I might hurt myself.
I got hired by a spackling company. All right, but speaking of people being horribly fucked by bigger powers, the Bonzer case is one of 3 defamation lawsuits. Yep, blah, 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 blah. The same judge issued a more qualifying ruling against Mr. Jones in a separate defamation case brought to you by Marcel Fontaine. Alex, you should reevaluate what you're doing. I get that fucking wide-eyed anime twink you keep as a sidekick, standing in front of his maps, happens to do well, but maybe reform your thing. Who was falsely identified on the InfoWars website as the gunman in the Parkland, Florida shooting in February. Listen, you are not a fucking journalist. None of the people who work for you are journalists. Nobody who works under the InfoWars banner should be trying to identify shooters, report news, or any of that shit. Go back to, like, puffing up and jerking off David Icke and talking about how the lost city of Atlantis holds the keys to us avoiding our reptilian overlords taking us over, and fuck back off to the conspiracy theorist corner you fucking crawled out of, you reprehensible lizard fuck, you. After the InfoWars report, Mr. Fontaine was subjected to months of harassment, including threats to his workplace. Here's the funny thing, too. Yeah, those dumb fucks who watch your show, they will think it's a righteous crusade to bother people and ruin their lives because you fucking told them to, you piece of shit.
That's so fucking, like, that's one of the worst parts about that, is that, like, the fans start getting after, like, the Comet Pizza people. Like, the guy that actually fired a fucking gun there. It's calm down.
Here's a fun thing I actually figured out today, right? The problems between the modern left and the modern right are that the modern left, you can get them to stand up righteously for anything, so long as you frame it in some kind of dynamic about power and privilege and all that shit, right?
Sure.
But in the same way that the modern left will stand up for anything, the modern right will fall for fucking anything. Pizzagate. Yeah? The fact that the fact that InfoWars itself is seen as a respectable thing. Fucking Candace Owens, a bitch who tried to start a doxing website focused on fighting online bullying by letting anonymous reports from people on the fucking internet to tag your online account to your real profile so people could harass your fucking employer. Oh, that was all forgiven all because she became red-pilled, and now all of a sudden she's posing for pictures with Sargon of Akkad, yeah? The right will fall for anything in the same way that the left will stand righteously for anything. But us dirty centrists, we just gotta go fuck off into our own corner. The judge also ruled that Mr. Fontaine could sue Mr. Jones's business and the InfoWars employees who wrongfully identified him as the gunman, but that he could not sue Mr. Jones personally.
He could sue the employee?
He could sue the business, and he could sue any employees directly implicated. My guess is because Alex probably did one of these, like, we're gonna turn it over to one of our correspondents here.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. And this again too. This is one of the things I like seeing this kind of shit though, because like I really wanted to go to law school. I wanted to be a lawyer. And I try so hard to maintain respect for the law and the function of it. And then every so often you hear about like civil suits that go opposite the way you might want them to, right up until you read the judgment. And when you read the judgment, I like it when you catch these like legalese things which are like, I fucking hate this judgment, but he's right. They're right. The law applies in this way.
Check Streamlabs. I don't have any control over that.
Yeah,
I have power here?
I was actually just going to jump into that. So, $5 from Jables. I do have to say, Jake, I still laugh whenever I think of the phrase dog dick or Y hole because of chick tracks.
Well, I'm sorry about that.
And you have a
I
legacy.
would do it. I would do it again.
You've established a legacy, dude.
Yeah, dog dick and Y holes is pretty much my legacy. So yeah, looking forward to my political career. That's gonna go well.
Hey, don't feel too bad. I ran for office in this last election. I didn't actually.
You told me about that last time we talked, and I forgot what it was for.
I didn't actually run. Like, I didn't actually I planned on campaigning, but then I'm like, fuck that. And so I was just on the ballot. I fetched 180 votes out of like 9,000 voters. Only about 4,000 of which voted. So
there you go.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
When are we getting corn? So some people from my streams are here, I guess. This is the only corn you get.
Oh wow! See, we're gonna need to reschedule a time in which you and Jeff can do the show together, because the corn references will go a lot of different ways there.
Yeah, there's a lot of puns.
Well, there's a $1 from Addy Monster. Not verbal blackface, more like verbal matzo face. Hasids freak me out. I deliver medical supplies to Hasidic neighborhoods every week, and they're weird kids who all wear the tassel hair things give me the cult vibes.
Those are called peyotes.
Organized religion is wild. Praise Bezos. Hang on, this is Friday and this is not Wednesday. We praise Bezos on Wednesday. We shun Bezos on Friday. We praise Susan on Friday. Praise Susan. Susan Wojciechowski. She's the one who runs this whole website and makes all the decisions about our monetization. Praise Wojciechowski's every time you can. $2 from Bird Herd. I don't think I've seen this show since I started teaching. I'm really glad I'm here. I love you guys. Nick, check your Twitter DMs for a funny link for Amazon. Thank God I have a filler. That's what I love about my audience. They just give me filler content.
That's exactly how it should be.
$1 from Matty Monster. The shooting was a false flag, but it wasn't to take our guns away. It was actually staged by Jack Thompson to restart the idea that Grand Theft Auto 3 and Counter-Strike Source caused 9/11. I can't believe you fucking idiots can't see the signs. Oh, I love you, Eddie Monster. It's so good. And a $5 from Gabby G Wiz digging the sticks and hex and hammer look there, Nick. Lol. Well, yeah, no, listen. I mean, I'm here to tell you, as a libertarian who is going to be governor, we really need the federal government to step in and start monitoring all of these social media companies so they can't kick bona fide voices like Laura Loomer off. Because I'm really sick of that bitch handcuffing herself to shit I'd like to walk into, like Chipotle. All right. So that was the first news item we had. The Alex Jones, he's gonna go ahead and get sued for being a cunt.
Also, I think a part of this case is they got access to InfoWars financial information.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now that was reported, and here's what I find funny about that. It's because, like, the people who are trying to, say, like, oh, this isn't an open and shut case, like, oh, free speech, blah, blah, blah. Here's the thing. Sure. If they've been given discovery for the financials, that's because their attorneys are actually going to look for a spike in financials around the Sandy Hook time. Because if it can be found that InfoWars and Alex Jones directly profited from his misrepresentation, willful.
Get paid.
Yeah, willful and knowing misrepresentation of the situation, then these families are going to get fucking paid, and
that's at least one good thing.
Yeah, it's a good thing. People like Alex Jones need to eat shit, in general, because, and I'm gonna sound like a broken record here, right? But one of my biggest gripes with Paul Joseph Watson, aside from him being the feckless blowhard piece of shit that he is.
Yeah.
It ultimately comes down. So you remember what was it, like 2 years ago? It's during the election. Some random fucking anon DMs him saying, I work for NBC and I'm gonna you know, I have information that we're all going to throw the election for Hillary. Would you like to report on it? And Watson was like, absolutely, I would love to report on that.
That's a pretty good Paul Joseph Watson.
I've worked on it, yeah. But yeah, no, he reports the shit, and it turns out like, and then it gets uncovered like it's just some random troll on Twitter.
Of course it is.
Yeah, but he took it. Now here's where I really got on it, because I can understand somebody maybe falling for something. Hey, it looks like a juicy fucking headline. That's a juicy steak. I can't wait to sink my teeth into it. Oh. But the problem being is that later, like a month or two later, Paul Joseph Watson went to call out some fucking other like mainstream media, being like, "Oh, the mainstream media is biased. They don't know how to report the facts." And then I asked him on, I just tweeted at him on Twitter when I saw that shit. I'm like, "Weren't you the guy who took an unverified, unsourced DM and ran the story on it without question?"
Yep.
And his response was, "Look at my views."
That's not a... Oh, Paul. My thing is, like, if you're acting in obviously bad faith, like, I don't really give a shit what happens. Like, fuck you.
But he insists on
like
being
Alex
taken
Jones.
seriously.
Like, yeah.
That's the thing. He insists on to being taken seriously. Not only that, it's worse too. Like, cause fucking like the Sargon, yeah, who's supposed to be like the intellectual fucking leader of this we're gonna beat the Trotskyists and all that shit. Yeah, it's like he's like, oh well, I'm gonna go buddy up with Paul Joseph fucking Watson to prove that I'm not an idiot.
He's gonna support Bolsonaro.
Yeah, I know, right? It's like I hate authoritarianism so goddamn much. I just can't wait to watch a right-wing dictator get in a place to prove those lefties wrong.
Yeah, I don't like fascists unless they're Brazilian.
It's like, I'm not going to fucking Brazil. If he said that, I would respect that. Like, why do you respect this Brazilian fascist? Because I don't plan on going to Brazil. Well, okay then. It's like, at least you've got your bases covered. But all right, listen. I mean, we spent enough time fucking talking about like this mindless political horse shit. I think the important thing now. Oh fuck me, I couldn't remember what
is the eventual fall of our civilization due to artificial intelligence.
Oh no, actually, yeah. Well, no, it's not the fall. This is what I love about living in the future. So imagine you could go back to the 1950s, and you could explain in very terse terms what the world is like in the future, and then and they're like, "What's it like?" Well, you could start out with the happy shit by saying, "Did you know Mars is entirely inhabited by robots now?" And they'd be like, "I knew it always was." "Oh no, we did that." But more than that, our robotic technology is so brilliant that we actually managed to make it so that a self-driving Tesla collides with an autonomous robot in Las Vegas. The robots are already murdering each other. We don't have to worry about them coming after us.
I just think we're gonna get caught in the crossfire.
Let's see if we can. All right.
Also, for the record, Tesla is trash.
Well, let's watch this video. This is.
So we just ordered Domino's. This is the self-driving car that everyone kind of gave me some trouble about a couple weeks back, saying you should have recorded it. But yes, we're gonna record it tonight. This is a lovely community. We love it. It's called the Cliffs in Vista. The community's Vista.
You have too much money.
Sutherland. This is our pretty little house. Johnny, we love it. Only cars. Johnny has texted a code to kind of
fucking nobody driving that thing,
which we love. So here's.
I'm already freaked out by that. There's no driver there.
Oh, it gets so scary. But it pulls up. Johnny just
Sorry, Johnny. Go
the
and
iPad, punches in his code.
get the pizza.
Yes.
It doesn't sound.
And so he gets his pizza.
Container is open. You can see.
The fuck kind of pizza did you order, Johnny?
Pretty cool.
Was that shit that steak and cheddar like I like it with the Alfredo fucking garlic sauce?
Yay.
Oh, that sounds good.
Pretty cool.
It's the only thing that makes Domino's tolerable.
Domino's self-driving delivery up and
Sweet. Have a good time.
All right, why the fuck?
Hi, guys.
Why the fuck is this video
So we just
featured?
ordered Domino's. This is.
Why the fuck is that video featured on the top? Because this whole thing is about a Russian robotics company said one of its autonomous promo bots was taken out by a self-driving car Tesla.
Also, it looks like a Dalek from Doctor Who a little bit.
Oh my god, it really does. But why the fuck why did we just get some fucking dude's fucking Instagram video about like, oh my god, so we just bought this condo and we just ordered Domino's and this car's driving itself, guys. Can you
Maybe reload it?
I'm gonna try that, yeah. Let's see.
Because the first time I clicked on it, it showed me the first
Hang
video.
on. Wait, now it's just Russian toll booths. No, it's Korean toll booths. What the fuck is this? Alright, well, this is... What the fuck? There's a snake there! What are you doing? You stop for the snake! Don't fuck with snake. Alright, what... Alright, for whatever the fuck is going on here... God damn it. Alright, I just wanted to share with all of you. This was... Oh, this is gonna be so good. I wanted to show you that one robot already killed another and the war has begun. And we're not going to be ground down by the robot war against humanity. We're just going to be ground down in the civil war between robots.
It worked for me when I clicked it.
The fuck? Why am I getting a snake on a fucking Indian highway? Let's try it again.
I have no idea.
And now I get an elephant.
Yeah,
what's the elephant? There's a fucking elephant. Oh shit, look at that elephant. Oh god. What?
If you click the link you sent me, it works.
What the fuck is happening? This is terrible. Right, I'm just gonna read the fucking article. How about that? Yeah. House Republicans. God damn it, that's not even the right article. Fuck. All right. Well, like long and short, guys. Listen. So a Russian company put a promo bot out. You know how like you sometimes see those girls with the big tatas at the races. You know, I know you all go to the races. You park your Subarus up in the next to the lots and shit. Well, all the same, they built a robot. Didn't have any titties on it, if you weren't. But no, this robot got hit by a self-driving Tesla because Tesla just didn't give a fuck. This Tesla's like, well, that's not a human being, and I don't recognize its sovereignty. And as the robot was
sovereignty,
as the robot was going down, it's saying.
So wait, was the car alt-right and the robot was like Antifa, or was it?
No, listen. The car
I'm
was.
Pretty sure they have their politics.
The car was entirely lawful. The problem was
okay,
that the problem was that the robot tried to say that it wasn't a robot but a traveler. It was a sovereign.
I feel like the robot
CPU.
was jaywalking.
Oh, it fucking could have been. I mean, we'll never know now because we
Well,
can't
I
get
watched
the video.
it. It was clearly on the road.
Well, we're just gonna have to take your fucking word for that, aren't we? I mean, I don't know how much we can really trust these days, you know, given what mainstream media is up to and all this shit. But now I'm actually just gonna have to go back and see if I can actually reload that fucking video. Oh Christ! I sent you that a while ago, didn't I? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right, so let's see. We're gonna try this one more time, guys. I'm gonna try this one more time. We're gonna go bang, 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 and we're gonna. What the fuck? No. No, that was wrong.
Am I being detained?
Exactly. No, that's what I really wanted that fucking robot to say. Am I being detained? And it's like, no, you're being run over.
I have my rights.
I'm not. What the fuck? Why?
I am filming this.
Good god damn it, motherfucking. All right, I'm gonna. Oh my goodness! If this browser, I'm just gonna end up blaming. There we go. All right, everybody, guess what? We get to watch now the glory. And the majesty of this robot getting run down by another robot. Fuck you. That's right. Did you see that? You guys were waiting for it. It was all this build up, and then this
and just like it slightly gets knocked over, just a little.
Yeah. This valet shows up and he's like, "Robbie, are you okay?"
The guy that runs across the road, risking his life
for a robot
in the way of a bevy of self-driving cars.
Well, you know what it is. He's watched Short Circuit enough times that he's hoping he's got Johnny Number 5 on his hands. But now he's just really, look at him. He's really depressed now. He's like really sad.
Yeah. Does anyone know about Daleks? Like, I mean, like the bottom of it reminds me.
It did look like.
We just ordered Domino's.
Wait, that's why that came up. I don't give a shit about your Domino's experience with your self-driving murder car, Bruce. Okay, Fucking hell. Yeah, but yeah. So I mean, I'm happy to know though the robots are already trying to kill each other. I mean, if they weren't, who would be left to kill them? See, no. So let's move on. Listen. I mean, like we've been getting like really political tonight. It's been kind of a hassle. I'm thinking we should move on to something. Just something.
Equally horrifying.
No, something. Yeah. House Republicans criticize Rep. Steve King, for his defending white nationalism. Now, if you guys might not remember, this is a guy when President Obama was giving a State of the Union address. Steve King broke fucking centuries-old protocol by being like, "You lie!" And sadly, he couldn't be identified at the time by his bright red trucker hat because they hadn't come out with them yet. But all the same, yeah, Rep. Steve King, House Republican leaders on Thursday stepped forward to criticize Rep. Steve King for defending white nationalism, breaking their months-long silence on the Iowa Republican and his history of inflammatory remarks. King, who won his 9th term in Congress. Fucking, what the fuck is wrong with you, Iowa? What the fuck is wrong with Iowa?
Have you ever been to Iowa?
I've tried. No. It's probably a reason I avoided it. Okay,
yeah. So I've driven through Iowa. That's about the extent of things you can do in Iowa. Pass by.
Oh.
No, pass by it.
You can either pass through it or like sit down and watch a Millennial Woes stream.
Yeah, you pass through it, or you sit in a diner and become a white nationalist, apparently. I don't know.
Just sit there surrounded by, like, unhappy-looking white people who probably haven't seen an actual black person in 3 years, but still are sure they're the problem. Yeah.
I was a fucking... It's what a terrible drive. I don't wish that on anybody. Not good.
Well, yeah, he won his 9th term in November. Lamented in an interview with the New York Times that the term had become a pejorative. White nationalist, white supremacist, Western civilization, how did that language become offensive? King said in an interview, which is published on Thursday by the Daily fucking Stormer, I have no doubt.
Like, I'm trying to think. When, like, do they have the, what is that called? What is that called when you the etymology?
Oh, I thought you were asking
white like, nationalist.
The etymology of white nationalist.
Like you know how Google has like that? Do they have that? Wait, how do you like search term history? Google Trends. Yeah, Google Trends.
I don't know how any of that. I barely know how OBS works. So go on. Get on.
So you can. Here, I'll do a thing for you.
You go ahead and screen share that shit.
Past, just they only have 2004 to present. Custom time range, from let's go with 12, 11, 1900 to now.
Go ahead and screen share that shit.
If it lets me. Past week. No, they don't let me do it. They don't let me do it by
fascists.
I can only go to 2004.
Goddamn fascists.
I can only go to 2004. I can tell you when it happened, when that became.
It's the same shit that's happening to Peter Boghossian right now. It's a shameful thing.
All right, so let me get you a screen share here, just so everybody can see. Just so everybody gets to see. Okay, so in 2016, white nationalism becomes a thing, but if like white
supremacy. I mean,
right.
and
supremacy.
Yeah, is there any way we can like extract? Well, I mean, that huge spike right there, that is pure Tariq Nasheed. That's all him using the
that
term.
right there is just Tariq. Tariq.
That's Tariq. But the rest of that is Stephen King.
True.
Yeah, the rest of that is Steve King.
August 2017. Like, but see, like these things occur. I can only go back to 2004 apparently. And this is just
well, listen, hang on. Listen, Jake. You got to pump the brakes here because everybody knows white supremacy did not exist before 2004.
Okay, so Western culture, pretty. Oh yeah, it looks like Operation Iraqi Freedom probably spiked that the most. So yeah, I think it's not happening now, Steve.
Oh God, you do not want anything that says, like, honestly, like any terms that pop up during 2005. That's just a guaranteed. That's just guaranteed. Like, yeah, well, listen, it was a different time then. Like, what kind of time? Like, kind of time when everybody wanted to murder Muslims. I mean,
July of 2011.
tell me you didn't want to go out and murder some Muslims. There was some serious, like, 9/11 shit there, right there.
Ooh, Harambe, when the world was young.
We didn't even know Katrina was gonna happen, and even when it did, we tried to ignore it.
Indiana was the most interested in Harambe.
Oh my God.
Fuck. This is just...
No, that's a boon to Indiana right there, though.
I guess.
That's some great shit. But yeah, well, I mean, so getting back to this article, though, yeah, King, I mean, let's keep in mind, this guy keeps getting elected, so, like, it's not like he's an idiot or anything. King later issued a statement in which he sought to walk back his remarks. He said he rejected, quote, those labels and the evil ideology that they define, and proclaimed himself simply a nationalist. Now, I could think of some other people who've done that. It didn't work out so well for them either. King's interview nonetheless prompted a rebuke from Rep. Liz Cheney, Republican Wyoming, the number 3 Republican in the House, who said in a tweet Thursday morning, because that's how we get communications from our national fucking leaders now. I'm gonna just, is it possible to kill yourself with a pair of pliers? Let's find out.
It's definitely possible to kill yourself with a pair of pliers. Yeah.
Now, these comments are abhorrent and racist and should have no place in our national discourse. Yeah. She was soon followed by House Minority Whip Steve Scalise. Oh my God, a fucking Louisiana Republican. Listen, Representative King, let me speak man to man with you here, right? Like, mano a mano. When you've got a Republican from Louisiana telling you that you're too racist, you fucked up, son. You fucked up.
My girlfriend is from Louisiana, like 40 minutes away from New Orleans, and yeah, every one of her family members would probably think that this guy is going too far. Oh, and yeah. I don't think any of them has seen, like, her dad, like, casually like drops N-bombs, like, in conversation that's not even about anything. Like, it's pretty interesting.
Well, the real question there is,
like, hard R, like, I'm a racist.
No, I get it, but the real question is, though, is, like, he does that in casual conversation. Did he have his Patreon taken down?
He would if he knew how to work the internet.
Yes. All right.
Yeah.
Well, she also, Steve Scalise there told reporters in a pen and pad that it was, quote, offensive to try and legitimize those terms. But Scalise also praised King's later statement. I think it was important that he rejected that kind of evil, because that's what it is. It's evil ideology, Scalise says. All right, so he says, yes, it's an evil ideology. I'm glad he, fucking rejected it by saying, hey, what's wrong? What's wrong with white nationalism? Really? What's wrong with that shit? What's wrong with white nationalism? We should have more of that shit. You lie, Barack Obama. Let me suck your dick, Mike Pence. Fucking House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy, Republican from California, also issued a statement Thursday in which he sharply criticized King's comments to the Times. Everything about white supremacy and white nationalism goes against what we are as a nation, McCarthy said. We're in an era now where, like, McCarthyism is saying, this is bad. Although, if you listen to Razor Fist, McCarthy did do nothing. But Steve's language is reckless, wrong, and has no place in our society. And I said, I love Razor Fist, but he's a fucking idiot about that. The Declaration of Independence states that all men are created equal. That is a fact. It is self-evident. And, of course, we get a guy saying, like, the fuck Declaration of Independence states this, despite the fact that all the documents came out afterwards kind of said otherwise until we fixed them.
Yikes.
Whoops. Both McCarthy and Scalise were silent in October when asked for comment on incendiary remarks King had made then. At the time, Steve Strivers of Ohio...
I thought that was Shives for like 1 second.
Yep, I did too.
I thought he got voted in, and I was like, wow, we need
Yes.
to reconvene. We need to figure this out.
Steve
That's very
Shives,
interesting.
Steve Shives nearly got elected to Congress, except for the fact that he barred half of the voters in his state from voting for him.
That does sound like something he would do.
It was perfect, yeah. He'd be like, the only reason I didn't win this election is for the same reason that Joss Whedon had to get off of Twitter. It's because misogynist trolls.
Apparently, he does a really good Star Trek series. Though.
That's what I've heard. I mean, here's the
I've
thing.
heard
Like,
very good things about the Star
well,
Trek series.
here's the thing. Like, H. Bomber Guy isn't...
I like H. Bomber Guy.
H. Bomber Guy is an irredeemable cunt of a human being.
I love Harris. Why?
But his fucking Sherlock breakdown was amazing. It was
Have you seen-
really good.
He did a really good one on Fallout 3.
I should check that out then too.
It's really good.
well,
Why
here's the thing-
Fallout 3 sucks.
Well, no, here's the thing I like about that is because like if I can approach somebody who I find to be just an irredeemable twat in the way that I find H. Bomber Guy to be, like, hey everybody, I'm going to be an absolute cunt from my mother's garden room. Okay, if you can produce something that I'm actually intrigued by, well done on you. Like, your work has overcome what an absolute cunt rag you have come to be in my mind.
I
Well
like
played.
Harris. How could you?
That's fine. I've had lots of people who don't like Vadim, and lots of reasons not to like Vadim, but I love Vadim. You know?
I like the Deem. He's just fine.
Yeah, he's a bit of a cunt, but, you know.
Aren't we all?
Exactly. And that's the thing. The difference is that some of us come to accept that, and then the others think that they're just right and nobody understands.
I got called an alt-right sympathizer for having Chris on the show the other day.
Chris who?
Reagan.
How the fuck did you book Chris Reagan? I can't get him on my fucking show.
I don't know.
This show is over.
You booked the guy that booked Chris Reagan. You did it.
It's like a 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon thing here. I feel like Chris is now my best friend. Except he he didn't really seem to like it when Lacey, like, at VidCon, and this is just the side, right? But
Sure.
so VidCon 2017, met Lacey, wonderful woman, absolutely amazing. I adore her, right? So when I was 2017, I show up for VidCon. We go to that last night party, you know? And Lacey sees me sitting at the bar, because I'll be honest, I don't really like YouTubers. I don't.
This is why I don't go to a lot of public functions with
they're honestly, I found a lot of them are even more phony than people in the acting world, which was really depressing. But all the same, I'm sitting at the bar drinking whiskey. Lacey Green shows up, hops in the stool next to me. She's like, "What are we drinking?" I'm like, "I'm drinking Jameson." Like, "We're drinking Jameson." And then it was just shot for shot. Like, she was just like, she'd go for those Baby Rocks glasses half full of whiskey. And she'd take that shit like a shot. And I'm like, I sip my whiskey. She'd be like, "Well, then finish that and let's get another round." Like, what the fuck? How are you doing this? And my God, she's not like, she's a small woman. She's short. But Jesus Christ, that woman can take her fucking liquor like goddamn champ. I mean, I'm pretty sure like her real name is like Mick Green or something. It's like like Lasanov McGreenenstein. Like, she's just Russian Irish, and it's like, no. I was built with a liquor made of. I was built with a liver made of pure iron.
them.
Just my impression. All the same, yeah. So what we got from this article was that Steve King is
He's trash.
Yeah, Steve King's a racist piece of trash. I hope he shows up on like a Coach Red Pill stream where he can defend himself at one point, and then that'll be the end of him.
Is there anybody that needs us to explain why white nationalism or white supremacy is a bad thing, or are we good? Can we gloss over it?
I know. I think we're good. Like this particular.
There's usually one or two in my chat that need it, so.
No,
Making sure.
I'm pretty sure my people can handle that. The $5 coming from Harry Balls on ya. That's a pretty good name. Hey, where's the guy with the half-shaved head and the other guy with the missing tooth? It's not missing. It's just indented. It's back there. I still got it.
Well, Hugo. They could be talking about Hugo. I don't know.
Oh, well, yeah. And
Hugo's
you got a
missing
half-shaved.
tooth.
Wait a second. Wait, are we
I
talking
don't have
about
I don't have a half-shaved head.
Wait a
talking
second.
about?
Are we talking about like are you trying to say our shows are indistinguishable? Because I would say that our subscriber counts beg to differ, sir.
What are you guys at?
Dragon in the West for a buck.
7.5?
Yeah, we're getting there. We'll get to 8 so long as Jeff can avoid drinking gin and hanging out with Kraut and tea. I have tried to tell him so many times, like, listen, there is nothing good that comes with hanging from Kraut and tea. And he's like, no, I agree, dude, but I love gin, and oh my god, let me go fuck everything up real quick. Yeah, it's fine. Like last week, honestly,
Poor Jeff.
Well, no, what I love, like last week, we got 500 downvotes on last week's show.
Mm-hmm.
Just from people coming in trying to be like, oh my god, if I troll Jeff hard enough, Daddy Jill will love it. You know? And it's like, really, dude? I mean, honestly, like, give me the downvotes. It doesn't matter. YouTube doesn't even give a fuck about downvotes.
Right, I was gonna say, yeah, they don't discriminate. They just see it as interaction. But yeah,
yeah, that's engagement. I mean, thank you for the engagement and shit. Like, and our mod team was like, I am so tired. Like, no, well, listen. Like, the wrench comes with responsibilities. Okay. Sometimes you have to deal with a bunch of spurgy fucks. Other times. Yeah, other times you get to just ban people and then look down on them on Twitter saying, "Ha, I have power."
There's some power. Yeah.
Oh
it's
shit!
You're like an A-team henchman for the actual boss.
Damn it, Larry's saying I'm ignoring his Streamlabs, which is terrifying. Because, oh wait, that's right. No, that's right. Yeah, Larry actually did send us something. Now here's the thing, Larry. I don't have. All right, let me see. Whoa, hang on. Why can't I access that? Alright, I'm gonna try to see if I can actually pump this in.
Pump it in?
Thrust it in. I'm sorry. Thrust it, yes.
What are you pumping?
Oh Christ, he wants. Okay, yeah. So apparently we're gonna have to watch Hava Nagila by the Party Animals now.
Well, aren't you gonna? This works on Twitch, not on YouTube, I think.
What?
Aren't you gonna get demonetized?
Not if I stop it every 11 seconds.
There we go.
It's only 3 minutes and 43 seconds. This will only take the remainder of the show.
Oh God.
Actually, you know what? I wonder though. If I set it to play at 1.5 speed, will it sound better?
Ooh, no. Set it to play at half speed.
But that'll take longer. Hang on.
It does take longer, but that's just manic. Jesus Christ.
That is.
That is awful.
I kind of feel like I'm gonna end up in an epileptic fit.
Okay, that was an industrial, like, we took too much ecstasy, and this is like...
Yeah.
That 9 Inch Nails song, that music video, it's that.
Yeah, we're on like a KMFDM level of Judaism right now.
Yeah, that bops too hard.
Whoa, wait, what was that nose?
Oh no.
I can't, you know what? I can see they're like, we know you were talking about Steve King. We're not going to let you. We're not going to let you feature this sort of blatant anti-Semitism. Here's a little discount Barbara Streisand for you. But...
You know what? Young Barbara Streisand is a smoke show.
Most young Jewish women are. Again, I'm a Jew. I could say these. If he agrees, he's racist. But
if I agree,
yes,
most Jewish women are good looking. That doesn't sound racist.
well,
That sounds like a cultural good job.
yeah, well, listen, we can ask Linda Sarsour, and she'll be like, "This is just white supremacy in action."
I feel like I should be smoking a cigarette because I have not heard that name in a long, long time.
Everybody wants to fuck Natalie Portman, but
everybody, yeah.
Yeah.
I had when I saw Phantom Menace, I was about the same age as Anakin, and boy, did I have a crush.
Yeah, and then you.
Uh-oh. That was too much. That was too much vape juice.
No, I was just thinking, it's like then you went and watch Black Swan, and you're like, man, I wish this was more like Jennifer Connelly in Requiem for a Dream
with the double dildo.
Ass to ass.
That was so like. Oh, if you want to be, was it us that talked about this last time we were here?
I don't know.
If you want to be depressed, go watch Requiem for a Dream. Was that you?
Here's the thing. It could have been, but I think it's fair to say that anytime you have a conversation about Requiem for a Dream, it's the conversation which is like, hey, you happy with life, but have you ever wondered what it feels like to be suicidal?
Watch this, and then the beginning of Up, and then right before the scene breaks.
Beginning of Up.
End it.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Requiem for a Dream, right into the first 5 minutes of Up. Then get the ladder out.
That's like the master cut right there. It's the opening scene to Up, followed by the end scene to Requiem for a Dream, and it's like all the film theorists on Reddit will just be like, well, I mean, was it a direct sequel? No, honestly, I think what this was about was that, like, she died in childbirth, and that this is what her children ended up like. Like, you had to take it there. I don't think it works. Let's listen to Hava Nagila.
Not a fan.
Most Jews aren't, but you'll never hear one say that in public.
Requiem for a Dream makes no sense. Do more meth when you watch it. I feel like it'll come together for you. It'll coalesce.
Waiting on someone saying like Requiem for a Dream doesn't make any sense. Rewatch Requiem for a Dream. That makes no fucking sense. It's Larry. Listen, you gotta understand. I understand like you're from a more civilized place, a la like Europe. But here, when it comes to like boardwalk junkies, right? It's an epic fucking story. Like
is Larry from Europe?
Doxed. Yeah, fuck. Yeah, I get that's his exact address is Europe.
God damn it. All right. Well, pack it in, boys. We ruined it.
Yeah, we ruined it. God damn it. All right, the Sweetie Boys are going to be descending on us in any moment. The Tendy crew will be destroying this show entirely. I hope you all have enjoyed this episode of the Docs Tube Saints. Next thing I know,
what are we supposed to do? Amazon?
Oh, we're gonna do Amazon. I just gotta wonder if I have to actually make it through.
You are under no obligation to do so. I think they have been so satisfied.
My neighbors are making noise, which makes me want to play this more. Oh my God, is that Modest Yahoo?
That's rough for me.
That's Modest Yahoo. All right, yeah. I feel like we've culturally appropriated Natalie Portman enough for this particular one. So, do you want to go first? Well, actually, no. Hang on. There is one more thing. So, I'm sticking with the fucking format here, guys. Now, this is a real quick thing. I want to show you this. You probably maybe seen it on Twitter today. Maybe you've seen this epic wonder of lust, love, and it's basically like watching Shakespeare, in my humble estimation. But yeah, this is our something different tonight. This is a man being put in a suitcase.
Excuse me, honey. What are you doing? That's why you're not picking up your phone?
Look at him go.
This is a fucking joke.
Let's take a look at that again real quick. Just in case anybody missed it.
Is that Bunty King?
That? Right there?
The little guy. The guy, I think that was just like Bunty King. With the man.
Listen, if this was Bunty King, you would have seen this splayed shamelessly all over social media.
Is this stage? This seems staged. That's too perfect. Did they have that? Who had the empty suitcase hanging around?
Still, whether or not that was staged, I hope that inspires other men of passion and virility now to step forward and defend your lady's honor by stuffing her side piece.
Oh, he dumps the stuff out, I guess.
Into a bit of carry-on luggage. I think you know maybe I'm fucked up in this, but you know, you can either stab them in the face, or you can stuff them into your luggage. Those are your options, boys. You don't want to be that beta male who just lets your girl get all groped up on without stuffing your boy into a piece of expensive
you made me
luggage.
smaller on screen. How dare you?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, fuck it. No, I didn't mean to do that. Listen, I don't want to make you feel small here. You're a guest. You're a guest.
I deserve the featured corner.
It's important that you have the featured corner, exactly. Like, I think technically your corner might be slightly larger than mine, but who's measuring? You know?
You could change that at any point.
Exactly, I could change at any point, but I'm already expressing my bare chest to these people, and they you know, this is like I can't grow a Burt Reynolds mustache, so I just need to go the rest of the way.
Yeah.
You know, so nobody's questioned my masculinity at this point. Maybe maybe you are, but you know, we can talk about that after.
I would never do it. I sold my soul for purple hair, so
exactly. And you know that if you tried that shit, I'd fly to fucking Michigan and stuff you in carry-on luggage.
Yeah, I don't think you could. It would have to be checked luggage, probably. I'm bigger than that guy, so. Checked luggage, you got me. Carry on, I don't know. Maybe like Virgin Airlines checked luggage.
Listen, just stuff me into like a snowboard bag. It'll be fine. Take me to the Swiss Alps. You can ride me down those mountains all day. I'm a progressive-minded guy too. Yeah. All right, so yeah, that was our something different. So I don't actually have a cringe this week planned, pulled up. But
that was like kind of also that though, wasn't it?
It was getting there. And honestly, the nice thing is too is because like we've been fucking around for so long, we only actually need to go for like another fucking 22 minutes, and then I can tell these people to fuck off. But we do have some lovely fucking Amazon reviews we're gonna be doing tonight. All of this is improv because,
well, I couldn't possibly be told to write something.
Yeah, he can't write anything. He's mostly illiterate. But
True.
That being the case, though, I mean, do you want to go first? Or do you want me to go first?
Well, I should probably share with you. I'll go first. That's fine. Right. I have. How many do you have? I have 4.
Oh, I got 3, and we're probably each gonna make it through 2. So I'm gonna make you big on the screen. You go ahead and share your shit.
Well, I'll do my favorite one then.
And this is I'm popping your cherry on this, aren't I? Like it's your first.
I've never. Yeah.
This is his first Saints version Amazon review to ever happen. So
that's correct.
And you do.
So,
oh, for fuck's sake! Really?
So I found this banana slicer.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
And it's good because. Not only is it on sale right now, it's an Amazon choice.
I just want you to know. In terms of like bad Amazon reviews, you are a cheap bastard.
Okay, but check this out. I chose this one because of this comment down here. These old people are memeing on us, dude. Look at this. Beware of backwards bananas.
Oh yeah, I know. No, I mean, Jesus Christ! All right,
come on.
There are 5,713 customer reviews. Most of them say shit like, I didn't know how this worked, so I just left it alone on the counter with the banana, hoping it would slice it. I came back after a week, and it just managed to turn the banana brown. I think it might be a defective product. No, this is
shitty.
This is classic. This is classic Amazon reviews. But honestly, if you've got one to add to the Hurlitzer, fresh since 1938. Listen, these people have been slicing bananas since Hitler was around. So
yeah. Can I do this? Can I do this while I'm not signed in? That's the question.
Oh Christ, no.
That's the question.
No,
I have to be signed in to, to give a review.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll tell you
All
what.
right, well,
I'll tell you what. I promise.
Write a customer review.
Yeah, I promise to. I promise to.
do it?
Yeah, I promise to. Black.
Oh
out.
wait.
Yeah, I'll black out. I'll black out the screen. I'll black out the screen while you log in.
Okay. All right. Let's log in. Let's log in. Okay.
You don't trust me.
We'll log in. We'll log in.
That's great. It's like you know how this works.
And okay. Ooh. Do I have a photo of a banana? Let's just get a banana photo. Image.
Find the image of Anissian dressed as a banana.
You're right.
Yeah. Because we need to let people know what they're in for.
So check it out. We'll I'll probably save that one right there. That's a good one. So I'll put this one.
All right, while he's getting his shit together.
I got it right here. We good.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, we're good. Watch it.
Yeah, no. Oh, Jesus Christ.
I'm gonna add this photo. That's for sure.
Larry, by the way, I appreciate that. And yeah, the new Moonju anthem, call PewDiePie. I agree. $5 from Jables Boogly. I do have to say, Jake, I still laugh whenever I think of the phrase dog dick or Y-hole because of chick tracks. Look at that. You got some fans here.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Would have imagined.
Great battery life because it offered me the option to give 5 stars for battery life on this. Okay, so what did I like or dislike? So, my wife left me. All she didn't take was this. Holds its charge. Gonna use it to kill myself tonight.
Finna use it.
Finna use it? I'll do that. That's fine. Kill myself tonight. Goodbye, cruel world. Also, cuts, bananas. Okay. Good? Done?
No.
Little picture of...
I mean...
Well, what would you like me to add? What would you like me to add?
Listen.
Here?
This is like...
I like this. See, in my head right now, like, the story behind this is, right, that this is just his last cry for help, and he decided to do it on Amazon.
Okay, actually, like, you know what I would say then? You know what?
My head cannon.
No, like, press enter twice so you get some double spacing.
Yep.
Give it a bracket, right? Give it a parenthesis, whatever, right?
Sure.
And then explain the nature behind this review.
Okay.
To Amazon, to these reviewers, so they can know where you're coming from.
So like I should say that this is a cry for help. I don't think people that are crying for help know they are that.
No. That's the thing. It's like this is a cry for help, and if nothing else, I can't help but think I've made great leaps in my own mental health progression by acknowledging that to you here in public on Amazon while reviewing this product that I bought 3 times.
Typing that out has made me realize that life might be worth living.
I didn't say that. I'd never say that.
Wait, that deserves a comma. Which is something I never thought I'd say again. Semicolon, not after Karen. Thank you.
Banana slicer.
Amazon.
Banana slicer.
Banana slicer.
There you go. You're getting the spirit of it. I like it.
There you go.
Yeah, that's good.
And then,
Oh, no, hang on. Put it PS, like a postscript. Whatever you want to put next. Yeah.
Yeah. PS. PS. Tried.
Tried cucumbers, and now I'm questioning all of my life choices.
Works on cucumbers.
now I'm questioning all my life choices. There you go. Look at this.
There we go. Submit.
Oh my god, you've just joined a club, Jakey. You just joined a fucking club.
There it is.
That's so good. No, that's so fucking good.
Okay.
You just joined a club.
There's my next one.
Oh yeah, no, that's his next one. So like I'm gonna have
I do, or I have this one.
No, you could do both. Hang on, listen. Like go back to your face cam.
Yeah, I want to see yours.
Yeah, no, mine is so guys. I'm gonna be reviewing Stefan Molyneux's Pulitzer Prize winning novel, The Art of the Argument. This is the greatest work of fiction in the last 15 years, easily. Western Civilization's Last Stand. It's a Kindle edition. By the way, if you want, you can get it. If you get an audio book, if you get the Audacity, what is it? Not Audacity. It's a fucking Audible trial. If you get an Audible trial, you can waste your free book getting this horse shit. Otherwise, you can buy it for $12.97 paperback, or you can get it for. Oh my god, I can buy it for free on Kindle Prime. Oh no. I want to lay this out before I review this book that I haven't read. I hate myself quite a bit, as any good writer should, but I don't think I don't think I hate myself enough to actually read this on an ebook platform, right? It's like a kind of thing like I could stand to read the Bible, right, which is all chock full of shit about why I should hate myself. This thing. Yeah, but, I mean, alright, so The Art of Argument shocks the dying art of rational debate back to life. I wonder who wrote this. Giving you the essential tools you need to fight the escalating sophistry, falsehoods, and vicious personal attacks that have displaced intelligent conversations throughout the world. Stefan Molyneux has come to save us from banality.
Oh, thank goodness.
Sort of like Gilligan coming to save us from an island.
All these guys islands.
That's a fucking really old reference to him. I'd be amazed if anyone catches that.
People know what Gilligan's Island is, don't they?
Fuck, I should hope so. Jesus Christ.
Memetic enough to get past.
At a time where we need reasonable and empirical discussions more desperately than ever, The Art of the Argument is here to tell you to drive your friends and family off because they disagree with you on Twitter. Wait, no. Smashes through the brain-eating fogs of sophistry and mental manipulation, illuminating a path to benevolent power for all who wish to take it. I wish this was my review.
Honestly, if you just copy and pasted that... That's a pretty good.
I'm about ready to. I'm like feeling cheap and dirty on this stream right now. Civilization is defined by our willingness and ability to use words instead of fists. In the absence of reason, violence rules. So saith Mr. Mediker. The art of the argument gives you the intellectual ammunition in one concentrated, entertaining, and powerful package to engage in truly productive civilization-saving debate. I can't believe I made it through that sentence.
This is something.
Hang on, it gets better. Armed with this book, you will be empowered to speak truth to power, illuminate ignorance, shatter delusions, and expose the dangerous sophists within your own life and around the world. Read less. Wait, that was just Amazon offering me an option. Oh God, what do we say about Jack-o'-lantern, bro? Oh, I don't. Well, let's find out. Oh, Christ. Really? You're going to make me do this? There we go. How many stars does it get? It gets 4 stars. Because
There you go. Not inflating or deflating too much.
Because nothing is perfect. Now we need to figure out what
nothing is perfect.
We're just going to put a picture of steak. That's right. I'm going to put a picture of a steak. Pure... Oh, no. Pure alpha meat in literary form.
Alpha meat.
I practically orgasmed. No, I can't spell orgasm, apparently. Orgasmed. Wait, no, why can I not spell orgasm? Orgasmed.
No, I would orgasm if I would,
Fuck it.
If I was capable
Hang
of
on.
falling victim to the banalities of human sexuality.
Listen, I'm going to leave this all up to Chrome, and so orgasm ed. I practically orgasm ed while reading this tome of utter brilliance. I want to dig John Locke and Rousseau. How do you spell Rousseau? Rousseau, there it is. Hang on, I got it. Yeah. And Google took care of it. I want to dig John Locke and Rousseau both up and spit in their skeletonly faces.
Right
after having read this treatise. Treatise? Yeah, treatise on fundamental political brilliance. I want to tell Foucault.
I don't know how to fucking spell that.
Google does. I want to tell Foucault he was a dumb shit peasant with a little brain after reading this Bible of social intrigue. In short, I had no idea how many members of my family and social circle belonged on a preemptive funeral pyre for their terrible regressive thoughts until I read this manuscript. You may have noticed I haven't called it a book. That is because book is a pejorative used pejorative
by the cultural Marxist left,
used only by postmodernists.
Oh yeah, there you go.
And neo-Marxists who'd have me burn my non-compliant family members on that pyre just for funsies. I'm not falling for your shit anymore, CNN.
Fucking CNN.
I now see the true differences between blacks
What? It's just become a fucking race realist.
Myself. Oh, have you not followed Stefan Molyneux?
Oh, I do follow Stefan Molyneux.
This guy thinks I will not follow. Yeah, see, hang on. I now see the true differences between blacks and myself. Their kidneys are inferior. I have the data to back this up. Buy this book. Unless you're a Bernie bro Hillary cuckbag.
Cuckbag.
I love and hate you all.
You have to make sure to finish it with 4 out of 5 stars because nothing is perfect or whatever you were saying earlier.
4 out of
5 eagles because stars represent communism and eagles represent
eagles. Told you it was a fun game.
Stars are
won't be held
Hollywood
back by the rapists of the Weinstein Collective. And submit. There we go.
That's a good one. Now that was an opus. That was very different.
Oh no! You see, this is how the game works. This is how the game works. You see.
See, I just thought like who would buy a banana cutter, and it would be someone who was left the banana cutter.
Yes, I know, but anybody who is left of a banana cutter is a fucking communist. Okay.
Jesus
so
Christ.
Yes.
Okay.
Now it's your turn.
I think we'll go with Cernovich then, just to round this out.
There we go. Now we're talking. Let's get you full screened. This is how it works. Look at, oh my God, I love it. Customers who also viewed this also wanted the Joe Rogan experience.
Sticker. A sticker from the Joe Rogan. Yeah, it's
I'm gonna slap this on my soft bound cover of Gorilla Mindset.
See, the only thing here I can do is click on it and well, I think instead of reading this, I'm gonna read the back cover since it's available.
I'm really upset that I can't actually just go back and find my review now because I want to review my review.
Oh, you get a preview? How much of this do I get for free?
Oh my God! No, give us.
Is this all for free?
Oh my God! It's almost
this is
like
just sitting here all for
almost,
free.
It's like it's all free and it's still overpriced.
Yeah, every single page is available right here. You just print the book out for no money at all.
You know, I think you should print that. I think you should.
It's limited.
No, I think you should actually go to your local public or college library and publish every version of this you can and hand it out to the homeless and see how many of them become juiced up winners by the end of it.
Juiced up winners. Introduction. Let's get you guys a little introduction to this. Should I do it in alpha voice? I mean, I already have an alpha voice, but I mean, we can bring it down a little bit if you'd like. Change your mindset, change your life. Brr. Gorilla Mindset is a book for those who want more out of life. Hold on, I have some G Fuel here. That could mean taking control over your emotions, having a better relationship with your children, more money, better romance, a more rewarding career, or even freedom from anxiety and depression.
Those are all, he does not say it here, but those are all actually mutually exclusive.
But there's a catch. To get more out of life, you must get more out of yourself. You must take personal responsibility for your thoughts and emotions. You must stop blaming the system. The days of looking outside of yourself for answers are gone. So why is there a book? You wouldn't. What? That's the opposite of that. What are you talking about? Okay.
That's the best observation ever.
This goes against what we've all been taught. We are told that the secret to getting more out of life is to buy some new gadget or car, or to drink beer or smoke cigarettes. What?
Fuck.
Has he only just seen advertisements and no other media in his life?
I just love the fact that he thinks that like people in the midst of an existential crisis are like, I need to smoke a fucking pack of Newports.
Like, I need some Newports and maybe some Natty Ice. That'll fix it.
Get them natty daddies. Yeah, boy.
Oh, fuck, I was making a joke about if he's only seen ads. One successful cigarette ad campaign proclaimed, "You've gone a long way, baby," as if inhaling cancer represented a triumph of women's liberation and the apex of human freedom. Seriously, he actually has only seen ad campaigns. I
know.
I didn't read ahead. I thought I was okay.
I know, it's one of those great things when it's like, I'm gonna pretend like this person is actually fucking retarded. Oh my god, they're actually fucking retarded.
Yeah, well,
oh god, I feel bad now. It's like I didn't mean to launch an RPG at a short bus. It just happened.
All of us have tried filling the void with material objects. We see something bright and shiny. Maybe it's a new watch, car, or piece of jewelry. Something inside of us says we are lacking, and if we make this purchase, our need will be met. That is a lie. To get more out of life, you must get more out of yourself. The hard work starts with you. Don't get me wrong, this is not a book of feel-good nothingness and validation. The work is hard, but also quite fulfilling. This book teaches you how to get the most out of yourself. By the time you finish... What?
No, I need to stop you there, though, because the whole point of this is that we review products that we don't own or understand. And if you dive too much further into this,
oh yeah, well, I was gonna go. Who is Mike?
No, you're gonna end up subscribing to Dave Rubin, and it's all gonna be over from there.
I agree.
It's time to review the book.
Book review time.
So give us your
people
best.
Also, I don't know who that is. What women want in a man? Okay, all right. So what's the angle we're going with here? Are we trying to?
It's your review. I mean, what do you? Think,
I know.
What do you think you would think of this book had you actually read it? And
overall rating.
Do you have a picture in your photo bin?
Let's just see. Let's just see what I have here. I have a picture of Chris Ray Gun here. That's just a sort
perfect
sneezing. Yep. He's mid sneeze.
Yep.
Let's give it a 3 out of 5. I think. I think my life got better.
But then I read this book.
Too good for this book. Like, the idea here is, this book helped me initially. But I quickly, parentheses, with the power of my alpha genetics and superior frontal cortex. I should spell genetics correct.
All right, Google will take care of it.
Outgrew the banal and vacuous material inside it.
At a certain point, I stopped hunting for pussy.
At first, I was like you, a simple beta cuck who wanted to be an alpha. I have ascended far beyond the capacity that this book proclaims is our natural human maximum. My days once began with a simple breakfast of 2 eggs, wheat toast, and a glass of fresh squeezed blood oranges. But now it includes actual blood of raw venison steaks. I hunted myself the eve before. Yeah, he says Eve.
I like you getting in the spirit of this. I like it. Yep. Don't forget. Actually, Endless 013 says don't forget the super serum.
Super serum. Okay, yeah. I have finally crafted over months of trials and failures to create. Wait, I finally crafted a super serum composed of only 3 ingredients, guaranteed to make you transcend mere alphanism, a word, I guess,
into
and
omegaism.
I was gonna say, and crash through the artificial barriers set forth in this book straight into Omega Alpha, right? Omega Alpha Nism. Wait, Nistic.
Alphanistic.
Masculinity.
Omnipotence.
Masculinity. And semi-omnipotence.
You'll notice that it says omnipotence, meaning you will.
I was gonna say, you'll notice I use the term omnipotence. Of course.
After reading this book, you will impregnate women with a simple glance, and your gene line will continue on.
This means my Omega Alpha glands
Have swollen.
can impregnate a wait.
Just please use the word swollen.
Maybe a human mare? And he uses metric, 500 meters.
100 meters. Due to their simple swollenness.
If I allow them to get to a certain swollenness. Is that spelled? Is that one?
Doesn't matter. No one.
That's not a word at all.
Nobody who reads Cernovich knows how to spell anyway.
Okay, then. I now have 10 children that I acknowledge.
Don't pay for.
That I acknowledge.
But don't pay for.
But don't pay for.
I mean, this is the guy. Chapo Trap House actually gave him props for actually living off of alimony. So he's alpha as fuck. Because his ex-wife pays his bills. Oh, come on. Read it out.
Well, you were talking, I want to cut you off. So my lineage will be strong and flourish within 3 generations, and the ethno-state, the so-called alphas have been advocating, will be crushed by my omega state.
Perfect.
Sorry to bust your balls, cucks, but this is Daddy's house now. I don't.
No, that's perfect. That's it. No, you know what? Just sign it. Just no.
Attached is a picture of me flexing. I'm gonna keep that typo. Attached.
No, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. And when it gets published, Amazon will let you know. And I want you to tweet that to Chris Reagan to know that he's gonna have something to answer for.
Fuck. Whoops. Sorry, Chris.
That's fine. Hey.
Sorry, Chris. Yeah, what's happening?
Love you, boy.
Review submitted.
Love you, homie.
There it is.
I love you, homie. Oh, yeah. Shit. All right.
Okay.
So,
well,
there
we did
go.
it. We did it. We accomplished the goal.
Yep. Now, all right. I want to at least do this next one here because, oh, for fuck's sake. Well, everybody can see it now. Yeah, I wanna review Chloe and Lamar Unbreakable Bond, because they got fucking divorced, and so, you know, I mean, shit. I mean, like, let's look at some of the reviews so far. That's a healthy fucking 204 customer reviews, 79%. Let's see, 5 stars, almost perfect. Definitely a favorite of mine. I had a little of the body spray left, and then I stumbled across whole organizing some stuff here recently, and almost forgot how good this stuff smells. Unfortunately, I can't find the body spray in stores anymore, but I got excited when I found a bigger size perfume on Amazon for a better deal than in the local perfume store. So of course I had to buy it. It smells wonderful. Perfect for a woman or even a man. I will definitely be reordering this fragrance in the future. And also, a little goes a long way. The same thing goes for fish. I only had to spray a dab or two, and it literally lasts me all day. Alright, 2-star review. Oh, he's critical. I don't know. It's just okay. A little goes a long way. Hey, that's fucking standard. We're gonna have to incorporate that in our review. I prefer a more masculine scent than this personally, and I get generally mixed reviews when I wear this. So, you get reviews on your perfume, bro?
We're like, you smell 2 out of 5.
Listen, if there's one man who could use gorilla mindset in his world right now, I think it's this guy. Yeah. I mean, after all, like, you know, he's never gonna reach his alpha omega potential unless he smells like a bus station. I'm not a fan of the 50-50 split. I'll probably retire this month or so after purchase. Wait, fuck. It's like, I'm gonna retire after I buy this. It's gonna be fine, because I pretty much figure it's time to hang it up anyway. I'm buying a Kardashian cologne. It'll make a good room spray, I suppose.
I feel like okay, horse estrogen keeps popping up in my head, so I feel like you should add that to the review somehow.
No, I think that belongs in there. Now it's called Chloe and Lamar Unbreakable. Now, I want you to know, like, Chloe and Lamar, according to E! Online, if it ever fucking loads, they fucking divorced. Anyway, they got divorced like most married people do. Because marriage is a sham anyway, and it's even more of a sham if you're a Kardashian. But you know what? I'm actually going to add this to my cart anyway.
Fuck.
Nobody buys me shit. What are you talking about?
Oh,
if they buy me shit, it's like, I mean, fucking dick lollipops and fucking glitter bombs and occasionally, like, computer monitors and vapes and decanters and flasks of and also weed pens. But before I go and review this, I'm gonna hit this non-THC pen of mine while I try and find where the fucking review.
Is that actually a non-THC pen?
It's a totally non-THC pen. Came straight out of Washington State.
Well, it's legal here, and I have a THC pen in there.
Yeah, well, I live in fucking New Hampshire, and nothing is legal here. I'm pretty sure. I'm amazed, like, Hispanic people are legal here. Okay, so let's. All right, so we're gonna add ourselves a little photo for this. Everybody gets to actually it's great. Nobody gets to see that. I'm gonna add a little. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna add. I'm gonna give him a picture of Colin Quinn. I think that's just. I think it's the most appropriate thing I could do. So let's go to downloads. Let's see if we got. No, wait, it's not there. Don't tell me I deleted my picture of Colin Quinn. Oh, Christ. I'm just going to have to go John Cusack or... No, actually, I'm just going to give him a picture of a Shiba Inu mixed with a Corgi. There we go. That's perfect. Everyone will love that. All right, headline. Right, so, wake up to the smell of gasoline? Wait a second, I gotta rate this thing. That's a full 5 stars. Listen. if there's one thing I love more than an unbreakable bond, it's a public divorce settlement. Settlement? There we go.
Maybe you're an arsonist? I just burned down my ex-wife's house, and they couldn't trace the source.
Bottle
so
would honestly
it lights up faster.
have made a better flame thrower. Had it been proper aerosol, as any good as any good body fragrance ought to be. Fuck me, my spelling's off. How many times do you have to write fragrance in your life? Fuck off. Anyway, this bottle would honestly have made a better flamethrower had it been proper aerosol, as any good body fragrance should be. I'm talking like Axe, which is just Febreze for humans.
Okay, that got too real.
Yeah. Except with a hint of pre-divorce, I'll love you forever class. Now, I'm not saying the Kardashians, there we go, are horsemen of the apocalypse. Fuck. Mostly because I'm not even sure they could ride a 10-speed, let alone a mythical horse. But my point here is that when I said last Halloween that I really wanted to smell like a person who didn't altogether live at the bus station, but was just kind of there all the time, I think this bottle would have done the trick. I'm now rather proud to march around downtown Minneapolis smelling of the regrets that my neighbors managed to avoid. Though they may be rich and surgically beautiful, I have a face tattoo and a sound account which says we're not all that different after all. Now I get to smell like their sofa cushions. Spelled that wrong. And they get to know it forever. I think that alone was worth the shipping and handling. So, don't you love this game?
That's fun.
It's a great game. Yeah. So, To clarify, just to go over it, if there's one thing I love more than an unbreakable bond, it's a public divorce settlement. This bottle would honestly have made a better flamethrower had it been a proper aerosol, as any good body fragrance ought to be. I'm talking like Axe, which is Febreze for humans, except with a hint of pre-divorce. I'll love you forever class. Now, I'm not saying the Kardashians are horsemen of the apocalypse, mostly because I'm not even sure they could ride a 10-speed, let alone a mythical horse. But my point here is that when I said last Halloween that I really wanted to smell like a person who didn't altogether live at the bus station, was just kind of there all the time. I think this bottle would have done the trick. I'm now rather proud to march around downtown Minneapolis smelling of the regrets that my neighbors managed to avoid. Though they may be rich and surgically beautiful, I have a face tattoo and a SoundCloud account which says we're not all that different after all. Now I get to smell like their sofa cushions, and they get to know it forever. I think that alone was worth the shipping and handling.
Yeah.
Yep, there we go. Boom. Reviewed.
Nailed it.
All right, I'm gonna try and catch up. I think I've got some shit to catch up on here. Let's see. Yes, I do. $5 from Jables. I do have to say, Jake, I still laugh whenever I think of the phrase dog dick. Okay, I already read that.
Yeah, you got that one. Yeah.
Addy Monster, $1. Not verbal blackface, more like verbal matzo face.
No, you're saying these again.
Hasids freak me out. I deliver medical supplies to a Hasidic neighborhood every week, and they're weird kids who all
feels like dementia.
Who all wear tassel hair things give me cult vibes. Organized religion is wild.
Did you actually forget?
Praise Bezos. Hang on. $2 from Bird Herd. I don't think I've seen the show since I started teaching. Oh, wait, no, I actually did go through these, didn't I?
Yeah.
Okay. Addy Monster, that shooting was a false flag, but it wasn't to take our guns away. It was actually staged. All right, that one, yeah. Addy Monster, $1. To be fair, when you're the most popular on the platform, i.e. Twitter, YouTube, you literally own the soapbox. You get banned, you lose your reach. Your voice gets a lot quieter. I don't know where I stand on the issue. Honestly, Addy Monster, $1. Nick, I got the police joke. I live in a town where they played their first gig ever on U.S. soil to 4 people. It was called The Chance. Look it up. I love my shitty hometown, even if Jess doesn't believe it exists. $5 from Gabby G Wiz. Digging the sticks and hammer look there, Nick. Thank you, Gabby. I mean, I can lose more weight if it'll help, but I won't. $5 from Harry Balls on you. Hey, where's the guy with the half-shaved head and the other guy with the missing tooth? Yeah, I read that one. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I don't know who you're talking about there, son, but we'll get to that later on Amazon. $1 from Dragon of the West. Alex Jones's content getting removed from YouTube kind of sucks, as I've been meaning to rewatch the interview he did with Blair White. Starts asking about the singularity and if she would become a cyborg. I've met Blair White. I will tell you honestly, Blair would become a cyborg if she thought it was funny.
Jesus Christ.
No, Blair's awesome. No, Blair is a genuinely awesome fucking person. But I have no doubt in my mind that Blair White would actually become a cyborg. Like, are we talking like cyborg hand? Like, yeah, you could have cyborg hand. Oh, I could learn to jerk off with my left. Yeah, $1 from Addy Monster. Autonomous robot, aka the Russian actor who pretended to be a dancing robot a few weeks ago. Someone died, and they called it a robot. False flag. Alex Jones is right. Hashtag free the frogman. And then $2 from Harry Balsania. Connect the dots. La 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 la. Connect the dots. La 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 la. Damn, I'm drunk. That's my kind of super chat. Let's see. Oh, well, Jesus fucking Christ, really? All right, $10 from Anime Moon. You have a gift in your Twitter from me, Nick. Have courtesy of my birthday. Have fun courtesy of my birthday. Happy birthday! I'm so glad I get gifts on your birthday. And then a $25 from Larry Kubiak. 6 a.m. I'm not going to make it till the end. Just some love. Thanks for the laughs. I hope you enjoyed. Now I'm gonna force him I'm gonna force our boy here to do one more review.
Oh, I have to do a review?
I don't know. Do you want to?
Wow.
We can just call it quits. We've been doing 2.5 hours now.
Oh, I don't have another thing.
Well, there you go. Look. So there you go.
Anticlimactic. Whoop.
It's been YouTube Saints for the 89.5 The Fix. Only because I was lacking in a title, and also I realized like we call each one of these a half episode, unless Jeff fucked up on that and actually thinks him doing the show with somebody who is not me is an actual show. In which case we're gonna have words when he gets back from his wife's birthday.
So this would technically be the 90th show?
Yeah. Well, no, actually, I mean,
if Jeff was here.
No. At this point, given the number of like half shows that we've done, this is probably like the 110th show. I don't know fucking know.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, we stopped paying attention to chronology a long time ago. Half the fucking memes that come out of the show, I don't even know where they came from. Like we have a thing like we're all moon Jews. You're a moon Jew. Actually, I'm gonna leave a chat. Chat is our boy here a moon Jew, or is he still just?
What's a moon?
You shut your fucking Gentile mouth up. All right,
that makes sense.
We'll figure that out. No, it's like regular Judaism. No, it's like I tweeted the other day. You leave Islam and you get death the apostate, death, you must die. You leave Christianity like we're sorry to see you go to hell, sinner. You leave Judaism and it's like, well, fine, we didn't want you anyway.
Wow.
Wow.
That hurts.
Oh my God, wow. I mean, I thought the nose thing got me in, but damn. Guess I'm gonna have to go back to my day job at Chipotle now. Because Ben Stiller's moved on. We haven't seen him in a while.
Ben Stiller?
No, Ben Stiller we've seen plenty of. Owen Wilson, where the fuck's he been?
Oh. He tried to off himself a while back.
Yeah, I know, and then he got a couple more movies out of pity from Ben Stiller, and now he's probably back at Chipotle.
Let's see what he's doing. I don't think he's doing it. Let's use IMDb. What do you got going on? What's your projects?
If he's not doing anything on IMDb, that means he's probably actually just living a life based on the money he made.
He's filming a movie called The French Dispatch.
Oh, that sounds...
Oh, it's by Wes Anderson.
Oh, God.
Not a Wes Anderson fan?
No, I love Wes Anderson. It's just when I hear, like... No, when I think about Owen Wilson having not worked for that long and, like, the next thing he's doing is a Wes Anderson film, it's almost like Wes Anderson probably called him up and be like, how you doing, buddy?
Well, he was in that... what's that one Wes Anderson? The Royal Tenenbaums? He was in that, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he was Eli Cash. We all remember.
But he shows up regularly for Wes Anderson. That's the thing. It was like Wes Anderson is just the guy who's like, wow, studios give me money from time to time. Hey guys, what are you doing? Hey, what are you doing? You get kids? Oh shit. All right, I'll delay the movie. It's fine. No, nobody expects me to put things out regularly. He's still cashing
on that Cars money though.
He's still what? Wes Anderson?
No, Owen Wilson. He's the car.
Because honestly, I would love to see. I would actually really want to watch Cars if it was directed by Wes Anderson. It'd all take place in a parking lot.
Be very vivid.
Yeah. No, just be like a bunch of whole like close-ups of like the cars not saying anything and then looking off camera, thinking.
Interesting.
Yeah. So that being the case, everybody, this has been YouTube Saints for fucking... This has been YouTube Saints for this dumb fuck retarded fucking week we've had. We had a lot of fun though. Did you have fun?
I did have fun.
Yeah, and are you actually gonna
This is twice now.
You gonna casually just go to YouTube to Amazon now and review products you don't own?
Casually.
I will say
that was fun. If I had have people on, maybe I'll have them.
Yeah, no, I mean, well, listen, I mean, like, it's like, you get your own show too, and there's like, nothing we here at the Saints love more than when people steal our bits and our guests and all of our gags, and then continue growing, and then everybody forgets about us. But
I would be remiss if I did it and did not mention YouTube Saints.
It's like, well, no, at that point, it's a liability shield.
Yeah.
It's just like, I didn't come up with this. It's entirely Nick's fault. Please don't hold me
Hey,
accountable.
if you guys don't like this content, not mine. Stealing it.
Had nothing to do with it. This whole thing, this fucking bastard, this Jew, it was a fucking Jew who did it.
He was.
Technically, that's kind of true. Also, it's been a fun show. Did you guys actually? I'm gonna hang out just long enough to see if you guys smash one in that chat. If I should never do this again. Oh yeah, or also if you enjoyed the show, I'll draw my own conclusions. I'm not seeing any ones in the chat yet, even though there's a delay. Nobody liked this. So good night, everybody.